Ta-da! Hello everyone, welcome.
Everyone.
We're live. This is, well, we've had very much rehearsed this very well. Welcome to the first review stream for Rise from Ruin.
Yep.
I am Thomas Schuiten, usually host senior game designer on this one. As you might imply down there, mostly Nomad stuff, which we'll be talking about soon. I'm joined by Tom Bird.
Hi, my name is Tom Bird. I'm the game director, or have been the game director for a bunch of the DLC, not the original game director, someone else. And today we're here to show you Rise from Ruin, which is a new DLC that will be coming out on the 9th of March, I believe. We've also got a huge update which changes absolutely everything and probably totally breaks the game's balance, which we're going to show you as well.
There will be
Won't
plenty
that
to
be
talk about.
exciting? But let's start with Rise from Ruin, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. So, we're going to just go into the game.
Do you have new glasses, Thomas?
I do actually have new glasses, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I can see, I look better now, as you can tell. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is our last adventure was Alexandra, but we're going to do a new one. And I suppose first off, we should mention we're going to be playing on a new realm type.
We are.
A new story realm. Well, story realm, no, it's challenge
It's
realm.
not, it is a challenge realm. So this DLC is a little bit different. So the original idea of this was that we were hearing that basically people liked stacking all of the enchantments and all of the race transformations and everything on top of each other. And we thought, like, you know, normally we make a DLC sort of based around a power fantasy. Wouldn't it be fun to be a dragon or a vampire or a giant? Why not have a DLC which is a bit different and is based around a challenge? What if we try to make a world where magic doesn't work very well, and if you stack lots of like enchantments and stuff on top of things, it might backfire on you? And that's what this is. So we are going to go to a place, the Astral Barrens, where magic has been corrupted by stupid wizards doing stupid things. And essentially a bunch of stuff happens, which means that maybe you don't want to use a lot of magic there. You can still use magic, and we'll come across things where, you know, we can still use enchantments, we can still cast spells. However, things might go a bit wrong if we use them too much. And we'll explain that as we continue. But that's a bit of a brief background of where we're going.
Quick second, I'm going to swap from this mode, and we're going to see if this all works. This should all still work fine. Apparently the screen turned black when the transition happened. I checked this, and it still, you know, it always breaks afterwards. Find out. So it should all be fine now. Hopefully the transitions aren't weird now anymore. Yeah, so we have the Fractured Realm.
Yes.
With most notably the Echoes of the Fracturing. This is similar to the Echoes of Mirada that we had for Giant Kings.
Yes.
Like those traits where they add...
We always call it
regions to
Echoes. You just realised.
I think they actually are, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait, we can change it. Wait, we can check. Where's
No,
the other
you
ones?
know, you're right. It was Echoes of Mirada.
Oh, Legends of Mirada, actually. No, I was wrong.
Okay.
But
So-
it is a Happenings one.
Yeah. So specifically what this is going to do is turn on the Cataclysm. So the lore of the game is that a magical apocalypse happened and trashed everything. If you turn on Echoes as a Fracturing, you get to experience the magical apocalypse in real time, and the more spells we cast, the faster the magical apocalypse will go. There is another realm trait where the magical apocalypse has already happened and everything's all fucked up, but that's a different one. That's called Withered Worlds. So the Withered Worlds mentioned in the trailer are realms which have been destroyed by this magical apocalypse. Cool.
Yeah, there's a separate trait for that one, right? Isn't there? For like everything's already blown up. There is some traits to do that.
Yeah, there are some traits we had to nerf them. It's one of those things where, yes, in theory, playing in a ruined magical wasteland is you know, challenging and fun, but it turned out to be a bit too challenging, so we had to nerf it and make it slightly more fun.
Exactly.
It was a bit much.
So the basis of this is indeed there's some fated regions that are there to explore, which we'll be exploring. There's some artifacts you can get out of these, but most importantly, this realm has the Cataclysm, which basically means there is basically a charge that builds up as people cast spells. If it goes over the charge, bad stuff starts happening, and controlling these zones gives you ways to control that.
Withered Wizard. I know, no, I can't.
The Withered Wizard. That would be funny.
Wizard.
And yeah, someone mentioned like new land type. It's not necessarily a new land
Wise
type.
Withered Wizard. Sorry?
Which one?
A wise wizard.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But there's not necessarily a new land type. This is
Wise wizard.
Barent
Wizard.
Pangea.
Sorry, what?
It's Barent Pangea. This is basically just the Barent Ocean Strait, but on a different
Wednesday
map
is
type.
the way of the wise wizard.
Are you okay?
No.
You have to stop coughing.
Anyway, sorry, yeah, as Thomas was saying, yeah, so essentially cast spells, counter goes up, terrible things happen.
Exactly. I'm going to put the eye difficulty a little higher, but I'm not going to put it too hard because we're going to be focusing on the surroundings on this one a bit. Because we want to do is explore the world a bit.
Can we have Legends of Mirada and this Echo trait at the same time?
No, I don't think so. I think they take the same slot.
I don't know.
I think they take the same slot.
The map would feel very full if you did, because there's only so much space. So I would worry if you were to.
Alexandra's changed her hair. Damn, she went through the goth phase. That's interesting.
Oh, she one of your characters?
Yeah, she was one of our characters.
Okay.
As always, we're playing on a dev build, obviously, so disclaimer, sometimes we will run into some weird stuff, and that's because separate build from the rest of it, weird things can run into when we convert stuff. You can see some new heroes here representing the cultures.
Kinan is one of the old guys. So, to address the elephant in the room, in Age of Wonders 2, there was a group called the Azracs. They were led by a guy called Kinan, or he was one of the rulers of the Azracs. Essentially, the Azracs are just people with like brown skin, from what I can tell. So we did not do an Azrac form. Azracs are just, I don't know, maybe like lore-wise they're not humans, but they're humans, so we're not going to do an Azrac form. We did a bunny form instead. So.
Yep. And you know there's a new trait as well, which we're not going over yet. And we have some representatives of our new bunny folk. This is a bit close to what we'll probably be ending up playing today, because people want to see bunnies and it's new form. And we have this one, which I think looks really cool. It's like on an orc body type, leading rabbits, leading cats.
Yep.
It is worth noting, I want to call it out now because it is cool, and we don't see it on the bunny form. The Nomads have all these really cool masks and such as well. So if you play the more humanoid forms, the much more human-like forms, they have the masks as well, which is really cool.
Do the masks not fit on the bunny
No,
face?
if you look at the, they don't have them, unfortunately.
Ah, interesting.
But we will see plenty of them. So we're going to create our own. Obviously, we're going to take the new one. Where is the Harefolk? There it is. Of course, at the top. Should have known. So they start with quick reflexes, light-footed, which I really like, athletics.
Yep.
So athletics makes them fast in combat.
Oh. So first thing that is different, you may notice, if you mouse over athletics, please, that there is now a new stat called combat speed. Combat speed is the number of hexes that a unit can move in combat. We no longer use move points in combat. Also, if you just, can I just drive for a second?
Go for it.
Cool. So to cut a very long story short, since I want to talk about it. What we've done is we've reduced the price of most of the mount trades to 2. And that's because right now, mounts don't make you move any faster on the world map. What, more bunny faces? We'll show bunny faces. Mounts don't make you work faster on...
Sorry? Give me a second, I can fix that.
What's wrong with their faces?
I can fix that, okay, give me a second.
What's wrong?
There you go. They couldn't see
our
the
faces
traits.
are on top of the traces.
So the traits were down here, it's just for on athletics here.
Yeah,
the combat
speed. Right, so everybody now, apart from scouts, has the same speed on the world map. That means that if you take mounts, all you're really saying is I get some bonus stats and I move faster in combat, but you do not actually move faster on the world map. There is a minor exception if you take flying mounts, because flyers can go places that non-units can. They're still expensive and flying is still better. But even flying is still slowed down a bit
this
from where it
movement
used to
cost
be.
got higher, right? This used to be lower.
It used to be that for whatever reason, flyers could move. We cost 1 point less to move on the hex for flyers than for everybody else, and it just meant that flyers were ridiculously fast.
They're still fast than the rest because it will always cost you 6.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. The main result of this, though, is that it doesn't matter if your army has like infantry or mounted units or dragons or giants or whatever. The speed on the world map will always be the same, and the reason we wanted that was because people were avoiding certain units because it would slow their armies down. So a lot of players would only use fast units because the advantage of moving fast on the world map was so high. So we've changed it. That is why.
Yes. You'll see that in action. It sounds a lot more jarring than it actually is.
Yes.
Wait a second. Why is the screen
in
black?
real terms, if you didn't care about move
black?
points before, your armies will move slightly faster now, which is good.
I hope the screen wasn't actually black there. That was a bit weird. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. So, we have...
Do mounts get certain... I'm not sure if mounts get certain terrain bonus. Flying mounts go faster. I don't know if we give any mounts terrain bonuses. I don't think
they have
so.
those now. We can check real quick.
I don't think so.
I don't think they have that, but we can check. Yep. So, dead spiders, for example.
Yeah, why the bunnies don't jump? Okay, so the reason we didn't put a jump onto bunnies is because what would happen is when you went into combat, every single unit you have would have a teleport. And it would be really annoying to drive the units around. Because every time you looked at any single unit, you'd have to think, oh, it can move 2 hexes further than the UI says you can move. And we just didn't want players to have to deal with that. So that's unfortunately why we decided not to do a bounce, a bouncing form trait.
Yep. In general, fast-flying armies will still not be bad. They will still do perfectly fine in combat. Just on the world map, this had to kind of change because otherwise you just end up being like, I can never bring slower units in my armies because it makes everyone else slower.
Yeah, so it's important to realize in Planetfall and Age of Wonders 3 and stuff, mounts were kind of rare and expensive, and they had disadvantages. Because of how Age of Wonders 4 works, that's no longer the case. Mounts aren't rare, they're just better. And you can easily just make an army entirely with mounted units and never use a non-mounted unit, and it just limits your build choice. And the advantage of moving fast on the world map is so huge that you'd almost be shooting yourself in the foot not to use mounts, and that's why we had to step in and try to change it.
Yes. You see that while we play, you'll see more of that, and it makes sense to you. I'm going to just turn on the thing again, so it's there again. Ta-da!
Anywho, so let's make some nomads.
There's plenty to talk about on this one. There'll be a lot more. I'm going to split off all the strategic stuff and put that in when we're in the game, because otherwise we're going to be here a while, and I think people want to see gameplay. So, nomads. As a whole, nomads are a very, very strange culture. They're very unique. In that they're all about movement, obviously. No, the webcam is off. That was on purpose, Jordy. Silly boy. Anyway, they're all about movement. They're all about mobility. Strategically, that is also represented. So, strategically, obviously, they want to move around. They want to, move their city to where the resources are and then move on. So, the main gist of it is that they go to a location, they take the resources, they basically scoop them up into the city, back up the city, move to a new location, do it again. And that way they keep consolidating power into their cities, basically, that way. In their units as well, they have a high focus on maneuvering and flanking, movement, that sort of stuff. And that's really the gist of it. Yep. Also, worth noting, their cities grow slower. This sounds a lot more grim than it is. It's basically because they cover a lot more space with less population than other cultures do. Yep. Because other cultures cannot pack up their population and move elsewhere. So this is one thing you have to kind of play around when you play the nomads.
When we were playing, initially they grew at the same speed as everyone else, and by turn like 40 you had like a size 15 city, and constantly packing and unpacking a size 15 city was tiring, and then people had 3 of them, and that was just a nightmare, so we had to tone it down. Okay.
Yeah. So then the subcultures, obviously, what does it mean when they move? So the conquerors are fairly straightforward. They are all about aggression. So both want to place their cities in different places. For the conquerors, they want to place their cities near enemy territory. That is basically the main thing that they want. So what you do when you play these guys is you move up to enemy territory, settle next to them, you start going into their domain, burning stuff down, and then annexing it to your city. Yep. In doing so, you get a reward of population. So pillaging gives you some food, which helps you then have population to then take that province that you just pillaged. And by taking pillaged provinces, you get some more resources through their special trade, basically.
Someone's asking if you take over a nomad city, the overharvesting mechanic is attached to the city itself. So if you find an enemy nomad city, capture it and absorb it, you can run around and eat up the world with your nomad city as well.
I'm going to really quickly check what the hell's going on with the game window.
What do you mean?
It's very strange. For some reason, it's being difficult about, like it's going to black screen sometimes, which it really shouldn't never do.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I hope that doesn't happen again. I do not understand what happened there. I checked everything. So
whatever thumbnail shows you guys gets captured to endless darkness. Jordy says that this one is black.
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't...
Technical issues.
I do not understand.
Okay, how do they deal with wonders? Okay, well...
We'll get to that in a sec. Because that's these guys.
Yes.
So, Conquerors, wonders work the same for them as everything else. So if you want to really keep it, you stay there. But
it says the black screen happens when the banner shows. Can we switch the banner off?
God damn it. That should not happen. I'll hide it for now.
Okay. Thank you.
I've hidden it for now just to be safe. Apologies about that. So the scavengers, they are... how they work is that they are all about settling near wonders instead. So they're not about sitting next to enemy territory and then grabbing their stuff. They're about finding wonders, sitting next to them, and basically extracting the essence out of them. This does not destroy the wonder or anything like that. Not the same as what you do with nodes. This just gives you the essence that you then use, and that scales on the other essences.
Yep.
So they still get rewarded very much for moving around. Obviously, to maintain an ancient wonder for longer to get the effects from it, you still need to keep it in your territory. So using outposts is important for nomads. Then lastly, both have combat mechanics. For the Conquerors, it's all about movement. They have momentum, so they're all about getting a bonus when they move the distance. They get momentum, and momentum boosts their damage and their healing. Yep. So anyone gets a benefit from it, including supports.
Yep.
For Scavengers, similar bonuses. These bonuses are very, very big, but theirs are specifically, they need to pick up the loot from enemies that died or allies that died. Whenever a unit dies, they leave a pile of little loot behind. A unit can pick that up, and if they've picked it up, they get a big boost.
Can you kill someone, pick up their loot, bring them back to life with a spell, and kill them again and get their loot again?
I think they're marked as non-vital if they do that.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain it doesn't work twice. But fine. We're going to be playing Scavengers today because we want to explore the realm a bit and not necessarily go fight the other players as much. So we're going to start with these. I should add what they look like in a bit as well. I don't think we have any new particular traits to show, so we're going to just
Does this stack with the Wonder Architect Society trait? Yes, it does.
Yeah. We're going to obviously pick this one, because first off, thematic, but second off, it lets us show the mechanic really early on, which is good. And secondly, I quite like the Reclaimers one.
Reclaimers just because, for more item fortune. Okay.
And it's for clearing Ancient Wonders as well, which we will be doing a decent bit.
How discover? Yeah, you can. Can you loot from combat summons?
You can loot from anything that isn't a non-vital summon. So like you don't get it from like vines, but I think from actually no combat summons at all, if I remember. It's regular summons do it. If you have a spirit, that's.
Did we put in? I don't think we remembered to add camels to the chariot, did we?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
I don't actually know.
I don't use mounts.
Sorry, I don't remember.
I'm a mount ascetic.
Yes.
Speaking of which, by the way, if you do pick mounts, this culture's tier 1 and the tier 2 archer, they both go on their mounts. Yep. So you can make them pretty decently mounted focused. Tome of the Warband. We'll go into details, we unlock it. But basically, we added some new tomes to this one, and those tomes are more about
someone's asking, can nodes recover from overharvesting?
Yes.
Sort of. Essentially, when a Nova's overharvested, it gets, I think, a 500 mana cost to fix it. As time goes by, the cost drops. I don't know what it drops to. Do you know?
Still pretty high. It's like 100, I think.
Yeah, like 100. So eventually, you can pay mana to bring it back. But it's quite important because what would happen is, if it was too cheap, you could eat it as a Nomad, bring it back, and then eat it again. And each time, like, if the Nomad City eats an Iron node, it gets plus 10 permanently to its production. So if you just did that over and over again, then you'd have like an infinite city, and that would be bad.
So, Tome of the Warband, the new tomes, they're mostly, well, 2 of the new tomes at least are very much about more classic warfare. Basically, one of the things that you couldn't really do before was you couldn't really make your like warlord equivalent, where you just take tomes that feel a bit more mundane. You know, less like throwing spells around, and more like I have a strong army of elite warriors and we go in. So both Warband and Warlord, those 2 tomes both support that angle a bit. So they slot into the Chaos tome lineup and give you some options as you progress through the tiers that are a bit less, less demons and or fire and more war.
Yep. So yeah, everything works with everything. Vampire Castle does work with Nomads. Yep. And yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Someone's just said, can we have a vampire nomad culture? I actually tried that on this build a few days ago, and it was awful. And I've spent the last 2 days changing vampires to work better with nomads. So we're not going to do it today because basically with the build that we have right now, getting sunless terrain is too difficult. And it makes vampires feel kind of eh. So I've been working on some updates to let vampires get sunless terrain better and work better with nomads. But it's not in this build, unfortunately, so we're not going to do it today. Will there be more demons in the future? There is a new demon in this DLC. There is a special... Do you want to show the new demon now?
We will get to it.
We will get to it. You have to wait for the new demon. It's
There's so much to show. We should not front load everything.
How did I improve Vampire Nomads? Okay, so what I basically did, well, it's actually for all vampires. There's this thing called the Desecration Chamber, and the Desecration Chamber, you build it in your city, and it slowly fills everything up with sunless. I made it go twice as fast, and I made it spread much further out from your city. And I gave them a spell, once you get the foundation of the Vampire's Castle, I gave them a spell that lets them temporarily change a province into sunless. So you can actually attack someone and then make it sunless before you attack, because that's a good thing to have. I did some minor things as well, like I made it so they heal faster, because like they don't heal when they're not in sunless, and then you get out into sunless terrain and they heal really slowly anyway, and it's annoying. So things like that. I'm still working on it, but people were complaining they were too weak, and if you play on a realm without sunless terrain built in, then yeah, I agree they are too weak. So we're trying to fix it.
So I just want to point out one fun detail I'm very happy with. One detail I'm very happy with about the Nomads is we basically... So normally we're all like, oh, clipping is... we need to avoid clipping, that sort of stuff. And we're like, no, if you play bunnies, the ears need to be there. So we made it so that the ears are always there.
Yeah.
So you have to do a little bit of clipping, but I'm assuming everyone would prefer... If you want to play bunnies, that they look like bunnies, even if you have the hood on. So we make sure the ears poke out. It looks cool. Sometimes, we have to suspend disbelief a little bit. But in general, I
Yep.
think it looks very nice.
Yes.
I like it. I'm gonna go with like nice bolt because I like the horns as well.
Okay,
So I wanna
what
show them.
class are we choosing?
We're picking a ranger
Are we? Okay.
because that's very mobility focused. So
Yep.
it's a nice fit. So we're gonna make a skirmisher sort of ranger vibe.
Minor tweaks to the ranger. There were a bunch of things which didn't work properly. They should work now, I hope.
TLDR.
Yes,
we made it work.
we have a new animation intern, Alina, and she spent a huge amount of time animating bunny ears, and she's done a great job.
We had
So-
some new ones as well, right? These are there's some
The
forms-
I always like the gold filigree.
Wait, we're gonna change the outfit real quick to one where we can see the chest. There we go.
The gold filigree. I like the gold filigree.
There we go. So because there's some bunny specific ones in here, if I remember.
Bunny
So
one.
this one,
Is that
that's like a bunny breed that has that.
Oh,
split.
okay.
So let's see. It's a bit like fur highlights. I need the colors on this.
Ooh, that's nice. I haven't seen that one.
Can I do this? Like, there we go. It stands out much more.
Cyber bunnies.
Cyborg bunny is pretty cool, actually.
I like this one. I have to admit,
These are really cool as well.
I am partial to the gold filigree.
I like the highlight.
Are there any more
things.
spells to counter sunless terrain? I don't think so. I mean, you can get rid of sunless terrain with any. I think you can get rid of sunless terrain with.
With Sunless, it's just terraforming it, yeah.
Can you just terraform it?
Yeah, just
I'll look
terraform.
into it actually. One thing that is different is that it used to be that Sunless would appear in every single map, and it wasn't really meant to. So in this build, Sunless will not appear in every single map. So fortunately, getting rid of Sunless terrain won't be as necessary. I'm not sure about removing it. I do actually remember that it could be tricky to remove it. I'll ask around and
So-
figure it out. I haven't changed it.
We have way too much shit to talk about in front
Sorry.
of me. But, I mean, don't worry about it. There's a lot of stuff.
The color picker.
The color picker.
Look, colors.
Behold. This is the... what's the name? This is basically the pet project of one of our interns. Jan.
Jan.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to name it wrong now. That would be very awkward. But this Jan's like pet project dealing with work. So this is a significant amount of work as far as I know.
Yep.
But they got it done. So you can now pick any color you like. If you really want to mess with it, you can make something very cursed. If you want to make them bright red,
Yep.
if you make bright
This
pink,
is linked
you
to
can absolutely
everything.
do that.
You can literally choose any color anywhere. And, the only thing to be aware of with this is that mathematically determining if two colors look the same is really hard, so we didn't bother. This means that you can choose colors to make yourself look like, for example, independence. Like you could choose like black and green, and you'd
Yeah,
look like a
'cause it's
free
for the armor
city and
banner as
stuff
well.
like that. So yeah, watch out for that.
Yeah, so for the armor colors, you can just
Yep.
do. Like, if you want it to be silly, you can do that.
Yeah, I think.
Use responsibly. But
Yes,
otherwise,
please
whatever.
do use responsibly. Yep.
Don't make us have to change it.
Okay.
I don't think we will, but you know. Let's see. I really like yellow for them, but I think red is a nice classic, so we're gonna pick something red. I think
It
bright
says
is
we
good.
went out of focus.
Did we go out of focus again?
I don't
What does that mean? What does that even mean? We're gonna do yellow because yellow like highlights nicely on these.
Okay.
I think. And black.
We'll have a
Just
look
like
at the color picker. Does work on the controller. I can't tell you how off the top of my head, but it definitely does. We've made it work.
Yeah, it is
on the
supported for
controller.
sure.
Yep.
Where
What is
the
new in the Pantheon? What is new in the Pantheon?
There's a bunch of stuff. There's a society trait. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. In fact, there's a bunch of some customization.
Oh right, yeah, you can
We made for the
dragon and the
dragon and the
Eldritch Sovereign. Yes, so the dragon and the Eldritch Sovereign have new bits in it. I think there's a couple of weapon skins. I think you saw the bunny with like the weird like inverted black and glowing orb. I think that's in there.
Where is the bunny banner? There's a bunny banner, right?
There is, yeah. Is that the
Trying to find
nature?
it. Oh, it is. That's the double one.
Yeah, there's a single one. I had to force them to put it in. Where's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
like Playboy?
Oh, it might be in the Pantheon actually.
Oh, is it Pantheon
Yeah, it
only?
might be one of
Damn
the
it.
ones in there.
Okay, fine. Boo. Okay.
It's fine. We'll get the double bunny ones. I like this one, so we'll do it because it's cute. There we go. So the plan is on the bunny's on the field. Body shape. Can we make them? Nah. I like them looking tall.
Slim. Okay.
I like the humanoid one. I think that's just my favorite for now. We can make a second idea. We can make him.
Do our camels have one hump or two? You need to turn on the camels.
I'm not taking the camels.
You're not taking the camels?
Fine, I'll take a camel.
We worked hard
Can
on
we
those
change
camels.
that? Armor type. See, there we go.
I think it's... I can't tell.
That is a single one.
It's
That's a
single,
dromedary.
One hump on the camel.
We lied. It's a dromedary.
A dromedary is a kind of camel. We've had this discussion.
Is that actually true?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it is.
I am not a biologist. I failed biology. No, I didn't fail biology, but still.
Okay.
Let's see. What can we do here? All right. Helmet's cape. I want to give them a cool cape. Actually, my favorite thing that was added, my favorite backpack. Look at this. It's an
Very
actual
nice.
backpack.
Wanderer,
It's
yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite. I'm going to use that because it's cool. There is some cloaks, of course, as well. You know, the whole scavenging vibe. We got all that, but the backpack is the way to go. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
We're gonna give them a cool scavenger outfit. So it's a bit more. That's a bit more the priesty vibes.
Is there plans for adding preset form ruler type relationship modifiers for faction creation? Probably not. The thing about it is that typically
that's interesting.
we want. If you have a form, you know, we want you to choose what the form is. If we say to the game, oh, you know, frogs always hate cats, so therefore frog leaders always hate cat leaders, then you have this problem like, what if the player's frog leader doesn't hate cats? You know, the players should be able to choose that stuff. There is one preset hatred built in, which is that giants and dragons don't like each other, because that's kind of a core part of the game's lore. But I think that's the only one, and we're not really planning to do any more. So
let's see. I think.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what the customization to give him. I think I'll go with the plate.
Going to be here all day.
I am picking. I am picky. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Can always edit it later. I was going to make him packed because it's he's a more warrior type.
Any cultures? I'm afraid to say no culture reworks this time around.
There were some changes to Primal, right?
Yeah, there've been tweaks to stuff. I think
Lewis
Primal
rebalanced Primal quite a lot, like quite a big one.
I know that like they're really fucking annoying now.
It's not a full rework. It's not of that scale, but it is.
I was playing earlier, and the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Raven style. Somebody changed the automatic Raven, the Raven summon, so it can hit like multiple targets at once, like 9 targets at once. It melted my whole army. But I think the main change that was done to Primal Culture was that they only need 3 stacks of thingamajig to trigger their bonus rather than 5.
Primal Fury.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's actually just what you named it, Primal Fury.
Yeah.
Let's make a bit.
What did you change in the Dragon's Tome? Oh god. Okay, so
I can tell that.
Yeah, go ahead. So Thomas changed it.
Not right now.
Not right now. So yeah, we do actually need to get out of here. So
we'll get to that later.
That's a good point.
Then voiceover rights all good. We're all fine here. We'll show the lady rabbits will be shown later. We'll go with them for now. Let's make sure the race looks cool. Make sure they have the same things. Skin decoration. Give them the sort of, where's the darkish one that I used? This one. And their skin color. And there we go.
If we add werewolves, will we make werewolves and vampires hate each other? If we ever do a werewolf, what's the word? Ruler type, we probably will make werewolves and vampires hate each other. But werewolves are kind of tricky, like, because you have wolf people. So, yeah.
That's cool. Like the horns are actually just an enable or disable setting for the army. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. I figured you could, but I was like, oh, it's actually just enable disable.
Do you have horny bunnies or non-horny bunnies?
We're gonna not mark them because we're gonna just decide that our ruler is the one.
When will that? We all figure it. We are working on an Empire Skill Tree rework. I can't say more. It might come next DLC, maybe, assuming nothing breaks.
That's for the future. It's not unfortunately.
Not for this one. If nothing explodes, very soon. If something explodes, a bit longer, but we are working on it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, and let's call them. I shall call them Mirelis.
We're going to add more dinosaurs. At some point, we'll do dinosaurs, I'm sure. Somebody wanted, what was it? Somebody wanted Mayan dinosaurs or Aztec dinosaurs, apparently. Was what somebody
Is the game muted? Are you kidding me? I checked all the audio, and it's going to be weird about it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, give me a second.
Game is muted too.
I literally spent an hour before this setting all this up, and it's just like, no, we're gonna just break the audio.
Maybe we should do like a test stream, like
no, we did test recordings, and it just broke. All right, there you go. You should have the audio now, hopefully.
Sorry. Okay.
That's what I get for thinking that it works.
Okay, sorry for the people who just joined. There are no new form traits. We're very sorry. Bunnies have athletics. Hard to hit, the one which makes you hard to hit with ranged attacks, and another one. Evasive, maybe? What the bunnies have? The one that lets you walk through each other, light-footed.
Yeah, light-footed.
So light-footed. Those are 6 points. What do they have?
Yeah, they have evasive, light-footed, and athletics. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, because athletics is only 1 point now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I need a better name for the start music.
Sorry?
Oh, it's a bit loud. Yeah, right. Give me a second.
Okay,
this is what I get.
The name for your Spartan city, the Dust Walkers.
We shall call it.
Dust bunnies are a thing, but yeah, I don't know if that's. Modibus.
No one shall question my copyright level infringement name. And we're gonna do an explorer. Appropriately, we're gonna do an explorer.
Gotta be explorers. Cool.
We're not gonna do the descriptions.
Let's just go before, don't click the advanced button. We'll be here all day.
Wayforge King.
Wayforge King. That's quite a nice name.
That's pretty metal. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let us commence. Name him Bugs Bunny. I'll name my second hero Bugs Bunny in your honor.
Do Harefolk need less food per population? They do not.
They just eat everything.
Any changes to getting binding fragments? I don't think so.
Binding fragments? Oh, binding fragments.
Yeah.
No big changes to that. Not that I'm aware of, at least.
So I can forge with that.
We're playing the scavenger subculture in this case. Conquerors is more aggressive, and we're trying to go a bit more into the world rather than fighting the other players directly.
Yep. So the reason the athletics is only 1 point now is because all it does is means your units can move 1 hex further in combat, and that's only for units that couldn't already move 5 hexes in combat. So it's, it and Mount Masters are now both 1 point each and do roughly the same thing. I think because Mount Masters only affects fewer units, I think it also gives you a hit point bonus with athletics affects everyone.
So we're starting with both of the subculture skills, so that's interesting. So we start with our our unit enchantment already, and we start with improvised remedy. This is a one of the culture spells. This is the culture spell of the scavenger specifically. This is a very powerful battlefield-wide cleanse, but it only affects units that have looted power. So this works best if you are spreading that effect out a lot. Mind you, you can stack this effect and then it's really powerful. So it's your choice if you do that to emphasize this or not.
Yeah, here we go. The devouring winds. Okay, so the winds are roaring with hunger because the realm is being affected by the devouring winds. This breeze siphons and redirects magic from everything it passes through. Should a great surge of magic flood it by, for example, us casting lots of spells, the winds would wreak havoc, bringing dire consequences for spellcasters and the landscape of the realm. Casting world map spells will build up to the Cataclysm, but perhaps there are ways to mitigate this crisis.
Exactly. We shall investigate this phenomenon.
Ta-da!
Which leads us to the echoes of the fated regions. Both wind and wanderers whisper the same tale, legends of the world shattering calamity long past. These tales speak of places where devouring energies converge, lands that existed long before the Cataclysm. To the nomadic tribes, the scars of Turag, they are forbidden territory. Perilous places full of secrets best left undiscovered. Each fable tells of an artifact of immense power and arrogance, and of a legend claiming that whoever unites free will be able to heal the world or rule it. Whether you seek the origin of the power of the fractures, you will find... seek the origin or the power of the fractures, sorry, my bad. You will find that what you covered in the fated regions.
Yep.
So we're going to go find the scars of Turag.
So what that essentially means is that the artifacts that we get from clearing the fated regions will help us control the Cataclysm and help us make it less annoying, to be frank.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's plenty to talk about, so let us just keep this in. So, we start with very few units. I'll just go over the starting units real quick, because it's important. So, the Wind Warrior, this unit is shared between both cultures. Wind Warrior is a shield unit. Their unique thing is that they can swap places with a friendly unit. They have a free action, leave 1 action point, technically, so keep in mind they stay in the spot they move into. But they can swap with a friendly unit, and both of them heal a little bit. And then this unit has an action left. They can go into defense mode. They can strike the enemy, whatever you want to do. You can get very creative with this. You can use this to get units that otherwise couldn't reach the target into range, save other units, get set up crazy AoEs, whatever you want to do. It's a very interesting ability actually that you can do some weird stuff with.
Yeah. So as everyone said, everybody's move points are 40.
Oh yeah.
This was the main change. Everybody's move points is 40. And yes, it's a mini shield. Yes.
Yes, you'll see it in combat. When they go into defense mode, it unfurls as well. It looks really cool. Then, secondly, we have the Looter. For both the Nomad Cultures, the tier 1 unit, one of the tier 1 units swaps out. For the Scavengers, this is the Looter. For the Conquerors, they have the Raider instead. The Looter, reason this unit is here, this unit is a Skirmisher. Very simple Skirmisher. They can run, they can shoot. That does exactly what you expect they do. However, because they're Skirmishers, they can move through enemy control zones and that sort of stuff more easily. Meaning they can go pick up the loot that is dropped without any risks. And when they have this loot, they can throw it to another unit. So what you can do with these guys is you can go run in there, pick up the loot, throw it to another unit that really needs it, or this unit can use it and then distribute it to someone else. It gives them a bit of supportability to keep your build going. And then
you've got the support somewhere, right?
We don't have one yet.
We don't have a
start
support
with one.
yet.
I didn't pick any traits.
Mode, so
I also didn't pick any traits that gave us one.
Oh Jesus,
unfortunately.
this is going to be a bit painful.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. Also, we're playing Nomads, so there's an interesting little secret we can do there. So, secondly, every scout has something special.
Yeah, of course we can use
the Dune Rider, the scout for the Nomads.
The Dune Rider.
One might expect that Nomads obviously have horse archers. I expected they would have horse archers. Scouts are unfortunately also horse archers. Therefore, I decided that the scout should just be a horse archer. Long story short, Dune Riders. they have warfare training. They count as a ranged unit. Otherwise, their damage is much better than a normal scout is. They do the damage of a tier 1 ranged unit. And on top of that, they have the ability that they share with the Strider, their tier 2 archer, which is opening shot. So the first shot does more damage, meaning if these guys have to move, they don't necessarily lose as much damage as other archers might. So you exchange much less for that movement and mobility than you otherwise would. That's really all there is to it.
Okay.
But being that they have this, we're going to use them in this starting army to buff us up a bit, and so we can go take this fight.
What is that? Is that
This is a draft
Battlefield Remnants? Oh Jesus, let's grab that.
and we need that because we need more units.
What
So
are we going to make?
I think we should have a second looter. In this
We already
case.
have 2 Wind Warriors.
We have 1 Wind Warrior in this case.
Okay. What are you? Okay.
Oh wait, we're a
Okay.
skirmisher actually as well.
Yeah, I would take a Wind
Good point,
Warrior,
good
not
point.
a looter.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, a Wind Warrior.
This UI you note is a bit shuffled around as well.
Yep.
There's this cleanup down here. It will get obvious why it got shuffled later on as we get more stuff. And you notice this button over here. This is the pack up button. We don't want to do this yet. We want to grab all this stuff around here first.
Yep.
But when that time comes, we can press this, pack up the city, turn it into a unit, and move elsewhere.
There is one thing that I sometimes do is that you don't kind of have to do it. Because you see that, we can get that for free.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just pack up and just replant myself right next to that so I can grab it immediately and don't have to wait. But you know, whatever.
We won't have to because there's plenty else here to grab. We want to grab these
Yeah.
2 nodes at the very least and this one. So we want to grow decently quickly early on. We're going to go take this combat. I think we can take it. Do we have any spells we need to do? No. Research we need to set? We do.
Bread
The bread for war is a good one to start with. The bread.
The bread for war. So bread
Get
for
the
war
bread.
is a simple race transformation. It proves that our bunnies are bred, well, for war. It's like the pre-war breed.
This works better on bunnies, right?
Because it is just like war breed.
Yeah, it is.
From war breed to bread for war.
No,
from
bread for war to war breed.
Anyway. Okay, anyway.
So clearly this works better on bunnies, right?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
okay, of course.
So it just gives you more hit points and makes you more, less susceptible to your morale going down. The main idea of this whole tome is to basically be, just be stronger, tougher versions of yourself rather than being magical, sparkly people.
Yeah, Commander's Call, it's a nice little morale boost. They're good at like managing the morale of like lower tier stuff.
Okay.
And then the Lieutenant, I know people are curious about this one, so I'm mouse over it to be nice to you. This is a new fighter unit. They're all about like supporting their army, basically.
Yeah.
They have a certain weakness. So this is, if you've played Planetfall, you'll recognize this as the Amazons, the Biomans, I think, had it.
Biomans.
They had an ability where you could scan an enemy, and then all enemies, units of that type, get the same debuff.
Yeah.
This is that similar effect. So they
it's a
target the unit.
It's a counter for if the guy turns up with 5 copies of the same unit, basically.
Exactly.
The other thing that they can do is every time they hit an enemy,
That's not shown here, unfortunately.
yeah, it'll get shown somewhere. Every time you hit an enemy with a lieutenant, another unit that you own gets strengthened. If they enter into defense mode, a unit that you have gets bolstered defense and bolstered resistance.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna just go in. I think we're just gonna full
Fight
send
them.
it.
What we fighting?
We're gonna full send it. It's
Okay.
a fairy and two thralls.
Let's go.
We're gonna full send it. And we're gonna see how this goes. If it fails horribly, I have the excuse that I can just reload at this point. It's fine. It's the first turn. But we want to see the units in action, obviously. So that's what we're gonna do.
Should we talk about the defense stuff?
Do they make plants? Is that new?
Did they? Did they just make a plant? Yeah, it does. Someone gave them fake. Is that Faygrove, right?
Yeah, they got Figaro now. Okay,
Wait a
I mean
minute,
that's
at the end of
perfectly
this
fitting.
turn, gain obscured until moved and create obscuring.
Oh, yeah. This is
okay,
what
that's
I made this for the dragon rework at one point. But hey, that's cool. I'm happy to see it used. That's cool.
Okay,
I just didn't realize it would be there.
cool.
This is a sneaky Lewis rework, perhaps. I don't know.
No, it sounds familiar. We changed so many things.
With command as well, obviously. All right, so we're gonna be using the power of being nomads, being pokey people.
Yep.
We're gonna stay a bit out of range. Unfortunately, we're fighting the perfect stack to counter this because they have single action support units and then 2 skirmishers.
Yeah.
So
Are lieutenants optional mounted?
Movies.
Yes, they are. I
Yep.
think. Yeah, they are because I was using one today and it was riding a beetle.
yeah, also worth noting, these gentlemen are also optional mounts as well.
Yep.
If you want to use that. There we go. We're gonna. I think we're just gonna have to bait them a bit. Can you guys make it into range?
You must be able to.
They can. Over there. Unfortunately.
This is going to be tricky without having a support unit to start with.
It is. Especially if you keep missing, indeed. But that's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to put these guys on the far flank. We're going to kind of bait them a bit.
Okay, let's
All right.
go.
So, because it's cool to show, behold as these ladies show you something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah! I love that animation. It's really cool. It's a really neat little animation to me. I love that one.
Okay.
I'm so glad we got the folding shield in the end. It was a bit dubious.
What did she just say? Okay, so she just
So they're
gave
buffing.
everyone a buff.
Makes sense. Is it the jump target buff? It's AoE.
It's an
It's
AoE.
AoE, yeah.
AoE near me, I think.
Yeah. So, alright. On the positive side of things, being that we are scavengers, we're good in these scrappy fights. As long as things start dying and we manage to pick up the loot, we're good.
Yeah, we win. It's when enemies don't die. That's when we're in trouble.
That's when we're in trouble indeed.
Okay.
Note, we have empowering trophies. I just realized I misnamed this. This is not the enchant,
Okay.
it's the other one. This lets us give loot power
the
to
units
someone.
are all the units with shields are just shield units.
Yeah.
But the reason that they have the little shields is we want them to be more mobile and move around. If you have a big shield, they don't look very mobile. So we give them mini shields because they sort of bounce around a bit.
Exactly.
What is
So-
the main mechanics of the culture? So the main mechanics in combat is when we kill someone, it'll turn into a pile of loot and we can pick it up to get more powerful.
Yep.
Thomas just cast a spell on his ruler to give them a pile of loot automatically. So now basically they're
Yep.
just way better.
Yeah, basically this spell is there to like help you set this up in battles where like everyone's very sturdy or you otherwise don't have better uses for it. You can get these on them.
Yep.
Obviously, there will be better uses for your spell points later on, but early on this can help you get this set up.
Okay.
So right now, we're gonna, I think, just move in there.
What you gonna do?
I'm a little worried that we'll get like hit too hard if we go in. So I'm gonna go to the flank.
Just picking up loot removes the body. It does not.
Yeah, it's
So-
not related to the body.
Yeah.
The body is a separate entity. Why is this one harder to hit?
'Cause
Oh,
he
they're in
stood
the bush.
on, he
I
stood
didn't
in
realize they're in the bush. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll go there. I'll shoot that one instead.
Okay.
Then I think we're gonna set these into the cover.
Okay. So
They
we have
cannot tie them down because
Yeah.
there's
We have made
skirmishes.
another change in how defense and resistance work, which
Oh,
we
yeah,
will
that's important.
see if the support unit over there takes a shot at the shield unit.
Yeah, because you will note this has 5 defense and no resistance.
Yes.
This
That
does
is-
not mean what it used to mean.
No. Okay, so what we've done basically is defense, the yellow shield, now protects you against melee attacks and physical ranged attacks. It doesn't matter what kind of damage those attacks do, it will just defend against those. The magic attack from this fairy will always get blocked by resistance. It doesn't matter if it's a magical physical attack or whatever, it's going to be blocked by resistance. So that means that because the shield guy has no resistance, the fairy will do full damage to it. If we enter our defense mode, we get +2 just from being in defense mode, so that will help us a bit. This means that magic attacks will melt shield units if you are not careful. But because it's a support unit, we don't really have to worry, even though it's tier 3, so it wouldn't really
Yep.
matter. So the reason we made this change essentially is because as the game goes on, you get so much magical damage, there's no real reason to get more defense in the late game, because everyone's doing magical damage, and that kind of is a bit broken and crap. So what we're hoping is, because we're doing it this way, defense and resistance both stay valuable. You need defense against this type of unit, and you need resistance against that type of unit.
I like, so archers are just useless then. Actually, no, archers became more relevant
So
this
I
way.
just murdered, order, and buffed Materium severely? Maybe? I don't think so.
No. So generally what happened, you'll see later on as well, we added a new unit type to support this even. In general, the rolls got more pronounced. So what happened is that on every roll, we shuffled around how much resistance and defense they have.
Yeah.
The final result of this basically is that units have more defined weaknesses and strengths. So shield units are weaker to magic in general, but much better at physical. Similarly, mages, if I remember, like supports have high resistance but low physical defense.
Yeah,
So
and
if you
mages do
shoot if you want to kill a support unit, use an archer.
Okay, so spells always go against resistance. It doesn't matter if it's a physical damage spell or whatever, it's always against resistance. Shield units got both weaker and stronger. So in the early game, shield units are a bit weaker, because in the early game, it used to be that they would be able to stop just about anything, but now shield units have a definite weakness against magic damage. In the late game, though, shield units are much better, because what's happening in the live game you guys are playing is, by the time you get shield units to the late game, everybody's doing so much magic damage that they bypass the shield guy's defense, which was one of the main problems that we were trying to fix.
Okay, so here's some trickery we're going to do. Here's a little lesson.
How the giants interact with nomads? Because they like terraforming the landscape.
Yeah, they can just terraform. It still
They
works.
can just terraform. Essentially, it's a similar thing happens when you use vampires and nomads. You become like sort of like a wandering train of terraforming. You sort of park somewhere, your city goes down, you terraform everything, you pack up and leave, you go somewhere else, you park, you terraform everything, pack up and leave.
Shoot 'em, boys. Not quite kill. Okay, you can maybe kill that one. Try and kill these.
Yeah, resistance was very strong in the late game, which was kind of problematic. So that's kind of what we're trying, kind of what we've been trying to fix
So
with this.
it's unfortunately this is overlapping with the other thing I just realized, but you know.
Okay, there's your
Loot. There we go. So loot stacks, when you find them, if you pick them up, you get a little heal, and you get looted power. Note this heal is obviously not given by the spell that gives it, so picking them up from the map is good.
Yep.
That little heal is basically there to be like, hey, the loot's in a bad position. Running up to it and grabbing it is still decently helpful because it will help you live. Kind of a little bit of psychology.
Yeah, if we had the support unit, we could actually grab the loot from afar. Unfortunately, we don't.
We don't. But I'm going to do some trickery. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use some movement trickery. I moved these looters over here to be in their flank, and I shot this guy. Now, what we're going to do instead is I'm going to give them a command.
Yeah.
So that they can attack 3 times into the flank. This exposes their rear to the other guys, which is normally bad. However, we have these.
And you can swap.
We will then swap places with them. I'm going to put them over here, actually. Because that's a bit of better location. So they swap. Ta-da. These are now a bit more secured because they're also behind the unit. And then they can just smack them again in the rear.
That was temp HP hit points heal there, and you never
Yeah,
get
temporary
real
hit points.
You never get real hit points.
That's a good question. Did I mark it incorrectly or something? Because then it's another bug I need to fix. Let's hope not.
We had to change almost every single unit stat and mechanic in the whole game to make the defense and resistance work. So yeah, we will see.
Let's see.
We are hoping to do an open beta very, very soon, and you'll be able to try it for yourselves. Like very soon.
Ominous. There we go. They're dead.
Ominous.
Perfect. You're going to run over here and pick up the loot. And then you should get some healing back. And I think that will actually resurrect the other one. There we go. Perfect. Still have 1 shot left. I think stay in the cover.
Would I rather be resistant to physical attacks? Typically, you want to be resistant to physical attacks, not magic attacks. But there's a new type of unit called the Magic Fighter, and if you have no resistance, it will absolutely destroy you. So you kind of want to be resistant to both.
In general, what this just means is that you want armies to be a bit more mixed. Because if you go all in on one unit type, meaning that, say, you have all shock units that have basically no resistance. You fight the one guy that has just battle mages, you're gonna die. So you want to make sure that you mix in something that can give you some support.
Yep.
We're going to go back to our territory and heal a bit faster. Wait, is that Lost Soul?
Yeah, it's a Lost Soul.
We're going to ignore those. I'll ignore that.
What's happening? What's that?
This is, I'm assuming, Introduction to Cataclysm.
Oh, it hasn't turned on yet. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know what that was. This, I suppose someone might have already noticed this. This up here is the Cataclysm meter. This is only
I'm
here
going to
if you're
write down on Slack that people really want a Wyvern Society, Wyvern Rider trait of some
that's true.
kind. I'll just write that down.
I want a tier 5 mount that is just a full-on dragon.
Well, I want a fucking pony. Okay, I can't.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Okay, but I'll make a note like ride Wyvern. Fine.
So to be on topic, the Cataclysm meter. This is if you're playing on the realm trait with the magical Cataclysm on it. This meter is here. This is not a basic game mechanic. It's not always there. It's only if you're playing on the realms that have this. This meter is what indicates how much magic is being cast. This is global. It's not me casting it. It's all players casting it. So we can see here, no one's cast a spell yet. It's turn 1. That makes sense. But you'll see it's going to go up over time as players start casting spells. When it reaches 50%, you will see indications of what areas are going to be at risk. When it reaches 100%, things do explode and bad stuff starts happening. So keep that in mind. And as the more the Cataclysm meter fills, the more unreliable spells become.
Yes.
So on this realm, we cannot rely on spells as much as we normally do.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 ways of approaching it. Either you say, I'm going to be conservative and use very few, enchantments or race transformations, or you can say, and do it anyway, at which point the whole world kind of goes to hell and you're sat in the middle of it.
Exactly. It's a small wonder then over there.
Combat spells do not affect this. So combat spells basically, the problem with combat spells is that the AI will use them all the time. So we didn't really want combat spells to affect this because it would make auto combat much harder to do.
Ooh, city ruins.
So no, combat spells do not affect the Cataclysm. Only world map spells do. But generally, if you want to be make a lot of enchantments and a lot of race transformations, you are going to trigger the Cataclysm quite a few times. You don't really have any way of stopping that.
So, second thing, we found a next city ruin here. So, Nomads, you'll also note, they have a lower city cap than normal.
Yes.
This is because you generally do not really want to actually have that many cities as Nomads.
Yeah.
About 2 cities is actually you'll find the sort of the sweet spot of what you want.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to found our second city here as soon as we're able to.
Are you going to write it there? Okay.
Because we can just rebuild the ruins. I think it's cheaper to do. We're going to find out.
Maybe. Oh yeah, well it's cheaper because you don't need to make an outpost. So,
Yeah, you don't need to make an outpost. It's a bit
Is
cheaper.
backfiring similar to fumbling? Backfiring, it would be better to see backfiring to be much more similar to, is it chaos? What's that thing in Dungeons and Dragons when you have the sorcerer? Wild magic, yeah. So it's like that. So like in Dungeons and Dragons, you take the wild magic sorcerer. There's a 10% chance when you cast a spell that something weird happens. Backfiring is like that.
Okay.
It might be good. It might be bad. You don't really know. Something chaotic will happen. Often it's good. You know, it could be, for example, that you cast a buff spell on your own guys and they get healed as well. But it could be bad. You cast a buff spell on your guys and they explode, or they turn into, I think they can turn into animals or something. Stuff like that.
They did pretty good. They did pretty good in this auto combat.
If you fill up the meter, yes, the Cataclysm, the Cataclysm meter keeps being filled. We're at level 1, so it fills up, it'll go to level 2, and then it will keep going. I don't think there's a cap to it. Every time it goes up, more infestations appear, and the chance of spells backfiring goes up.
Let's see. I'm gonna just start with decisive command, I think, for this one.
Will you guys ever add an option to remove the ability for AI to use spells when using... we're using auto combat manually. I never realized that people wanted that. I have not considered that. The switch in auto combat...
To block spells from doing spells?
Yeah, but that when you are looking at watching the combat manual and you click that...
Oh. Like during the combat. Okay, that I didn't know.
I have never thought about that.
You can before combat, you can turn it off.
I'm going to setting such a bad precedent. I'll write it down on the list because I think that's turned up before.
Dangerous precedent.
Yeah, I should. It's terrible.
Yeah, no. So the to be clear, the backfiring mechanic, how it works, is it doesn't take away the original effect; it adds something on top.
Yeah,
so
exactly. The spell will always work.
If you cast a buff spell, there's a chance that it will do some, damage or whatever, but the buff still goes through. You still get what you paid for in the first place. We have 100, so I'm gonna run down here and start building this because that's extremely cheap. And for once, the multiplayer people will not get to yell at me for being off curve on how fast I'm expanding. Let's grab the tower.
Okay.
Not too much here. There is that the new? No, it's not the new terrain.
I mean, really, you want to grab that, grab these wonders, right?
Yeah, I want to grab this one as well. These are both the same ones. These are both research posts, so they'll both give me the knowledge increasing one.
Could you zoom out? Okay.
Like we're pretty, we're on the edge.
You know what I would do with that city? I'm kind of tempted to say that you should immediately pack it up and drive it and park it up.
I want to grab this one though.
I guess, yeah, sure.
But yeah, we can just go up here immediately as well.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Let's go.
I think we want to grab this one because it's going to have only one population at first, and we're not clear the wonder just yet. I don't think.
Do you get casus belli on people trying to cause the cataclysm? I think you do. If you trigger it, then yeah, you get a grievance. People get grievances against people who trigger it.
It's honestly a very good question. I actually don't know. Didn't know.
Chaos has got on a new main unit. A new main unit is called the Warlord.
That's really cool.
A Chaos unit. A camel's an available option for carriers. I don't think so. I don't
for
know.
What?
Oh, it's the camel chariot question again. I don't actually remember.
You already said no, but I'm not.
Yeah, said no. I'm sorry.
I don't believe Yordi.
It's quite possible to forgot.
Yordi tells lies. Don't trust him. We'll just pick up over there. All right, so we're gonna kill the monster then, just because it's gonna be a problem later. I want to kill this as well, but we're not quite ready for that yet. Hey, look at that. Guess what that is?
This is the Magic Fighter unit. So this is a new unit type. Basically, what was happening when we first put in the change to how resistance and defense worked was that there wasn't enough magic damage in the game, and that meant there was never any reason to take resistance. So we converted a bunch of wildlife units and a couple of other racial units to be magic fighters. So this magic strike will do magic damage. We had to reduce the amount of damage that they did because they were killing people so quickly.
Yeah.
So these guys will run up to a shield guy, and if he's got no resistance, he will hurt him very hard. The main weakness of these guys is that their own defenses aren't great.
Yeah, they're not that sturdy.
No.
Especially not for the tier. So you can body them pretty well. They're basically melee damage dealers that deal well with armored enemies. We're gonna start moving down.
Can I be more of a jerk, says Jabberwocky.
Absolutely.
I don't want to. I'll get in trouble if I...
you're going to be more of a jerk.
I have to be more of a jerk. No, it's because I'm going to have to say no to some things at some point.
Oh,
so don't worry, that will happen.
I thought it was I thought they were asking you to bully me. That's what they are. That's what they asked you to do.
Campaign mechanic. So it's Cataclysm of the Realm trait. You can turn it on whenever you want.
Yeah. Cataclysm is an realm trait. I saw another question here that was important, and I don't remember what it was.
We'll figure it out.
Magic items do something? No.
Whoa, ew.
What are you? Right, I realized I was asked to make specific heroes.
Oh,
for the
did you
trusted
make this
fight.
guy?
I did not. I forgot to do that.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna find out what we run into because these are all random.
Yep.
So hello, Elder Sire Nixon. You look smashing.
These are auto-generated.
These are generated, yeah.
Okay.
This guy's definitely generated. He's not mine.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna give him money. Goodbye.
That'll be fine.
We'll see him leave. Some knowledge. Here in my garage. We're gonna go get this one. And we're gonna have the scouts help out because we need all the manpower we can get.
Combat.
We need all the rabbit power we can get.
It's gonna be messy. Yeah, I thought
okay,
that was gonna happen.
I already do that. Don't worry about it.
You need to be very careful if you see a enemy stack that has an awful lot of magic fighters in it. Magic fighters' main role is basically glass cannon. So in auto combat and in manual combat, if you're not careful, especially something like this, the wyverns, where all of them can get to one unit all at once, they will just tear you up. You need to be careful when fighting.
I might have not looked correctly and noticed that these are magic fighters.
Yes.
I might have just looked at them and like, oh, it's a bunch of wyverns.
Can nomads settle in Umbrella? Yeah, they can. Nomads can settle anywhere. Oh, sorry, they can't settle in the Umbrella Abyss. No.
They can settle wherever you're allowed to normally put provinces.
Yeah, that's true. Mystic Exposure is a magic fighter that catches shield. So because of how the system's roles works, all magic fighters are just fighters, as in they don't have shields or shock units or anything like that, because otherwise the game would start getting far too confusing.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is
I don't. The magic fighters fly now. Yes, some magic fighters do fly. Yes. Is anything done for D6? The next patch, the beta, open betas that we release very soon, possibly today, maybe not, does have a bunch of out of sync fixes in it. I hope that it makes it better. I've spent so much time trying to fix them. They will probably still happen, but there will be few of them.
Right?
There was one that was caused by when you loaded the game, the system wouldn't calculate how many hit points a unit had properly. There was one where if a unit was in a boat and you gave him a transformation which turned him into let him fly, that could cause a desync. There are a few. I spent a week or two fixing them, and so did a bunch of other people. So I'm hoping it's better. I really do hope it's better. Okay.
Let's find out. I want to kill this one. Ideally, I can kill this one, and then we can pick up the loot with these guys and throw it onto the looter.
So.
I don't think I can do that. Maybe if I boost these guys up.
I think so. It's worth a try.
Almost. I can kill them then with the ruler. That will work. I can also give them a double action. But
sorry, what's your plan?
I want to kill this one so I can pick up the loot with these guys and then give it to someone else.
There is one thing you could in principle do. What if you hit him with that guy and then do a swap and hit him with the next guy?
Oh, that'll work, yeah. Okay, we can do that too. There we go. Because these guys, we don't want to run these guys out anyway, so that's not a bad idea.
So
and it also heals the little damage that they took.
And
the only problem is that these have their ass exposed. They're going to get hit. But that's fine. Oh,
god damn it. Oh well.
It's okay. My suffering is eternal. There we go.
Yeah, that must kill it, right?
Yeah, that will kill it. It's 90%. Get him. Dune Riders.
Are magic fighters tome units only? Magic fighters are mostly wildlife. There are a couple of tome units magic fighters. I believe the zealots, I think, magic fighters.
Yes.
Zealots are magic fighters. I have a sneaking suspicion. There's a list somewhere. It's conceivable that those guys from the Tome of the Storm thing are magic fighters as well.
I know it's from Tomes. I know zealots, for example, are. I know that there is a gremlins are.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of tome units that are. There's no culture units that are at the moment. That much is true.
So
that's basically because
unfortunately, magic fighters were added quite late. And we didn't have time to do them as much as we wanted to. The main thing is that heroes can't be magic fighters, unfortunately.
No.
And so we need to figure that out somehow. But
the general gist of quote-unquote a plan is that we have a look at Spellblade and make that into that role later on.
Magic fighters get the same enchantments as battle mages.
No, the
only there's a couple of battle mage enchantments that magic fighters don't get because they focus entirely on ranged attacks. But generally speaking, if a battle mage can get an enchantment, then magic fighters will get it too.
Alright, our scouts are dead.
They could just scout.
Yeah, scouts
I told you, these guys are mean.
Yeah, our scouts are dead. All wyverns must die. We can use another empowered trophies. Because right now we can still cast without chance. Oh, actually, there's some chance of backfiring already. I'm going to still use it.
Why not name them Spellblades? The reason we didn't want to name them Spellblades is because we have a hero class called Spellblades, and in this build, Spellblades don't do what magic fighters do.
Tragic. Alright, go. Go.
Okay.
Alright, you lot. Can you
I have to admit, I sometimes wonder if it was a good idea to make the wyverns magic fighters, because the idea that this happens a lot. They fly right up to you, they'll fly right over your front line, and they'll just kill whoever's behind it. And because they're magic fighters, they do a bit more damage now as well. They are monstrous things.
I'm going to give them another decisive command, so they can hit again. Let's hit these guys. Wop, wop, wop. Unfortunately, these cannot really get into the front. Well, they can actually after I kill this, so...
Yeah,
kill them.
There
you go, that's a lot more damage.
Well, you can grab
These
the
are not
loot,
too dangerous.
The loot. Grab the loot.
Yeah, I'm going to just do that step, and then hit these guys.
Okay. Oh, and another one. Double loot.
Yeah, this other one was blocked because the other guy was over here.
Excellent.
So we can hit these.
Every
This
time
should kill one of them. And
every time the shield guy picks up loot, he gets +2 resistance, which helps immensely when fighting these guys.
It should be a lot. Yeah, it's +1 actually. It's
no, so magic fighters do not get fighter enchantments. The main reason that they don't get the enchantments that fighters get is because a lot of the fighter enchantments say things like -2 physical damage +4 elemental damage, but magic fighters don't do physical damage. So a lot of the enchantments they should get simply don't work for them. Young dragons also magic fighters. I think young dragons are magic fighters, yes.
yes, I think so.
We made it so that normal dragons have magic attacks on their main melee, not dragon rulers, just normal, like...
That was
wildlife
attempted and it was
dragons.
ridiculously, horribly overpowered.
I think we kept it, though.
Oh, no way.
We did, check it out.
There's no way. We can check it in a bit. There's no way that's what we did.
So yeah, so basically we gave the dragons magic strike. They're still mythic, but they have magic strike instead of melee strike, and they go into a bronze wonder, and a what's it, the
bone dragon.
The bone dragon, a tier 4 bone dragon appears, and of course now all of his attacks bypass defense. They only hit resistance, and the guy just walks up to one of my shield units and one-shotted him. Did like 120 damage in one go. It was horrific.
Unfortunately, we lost our scout, but we have some firewake boots, which is hysterical. We're going to take that.
Okay.
Let me check the dragon. Now I need to know.
No, most units are not magic fighters. They are really not. I think like 15 units got converted out of like 300 or whatever it is we have. Yep.
Oh, it is still.
Yep. We had to reduce damage because they were hurting people so badly.
I'm not going to click that one because we don't want to show that yet.
They all
okay, let's skip this one.
Oh no, these guys already were because they were
okay,
spike
fine. I'll look
units,
at this one.
Yes, and we changed the young dragons are now mythic, so you stay mythic when you level up.
Ah, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, the young dragons as well in general got changed. This is part of the Tome of the Dragon changes. Tail swipe got changed a bit.
Yeah, so the main reason physical doesn't work on magic fighters, most magic fighters don't do any physical damage. It's they only do pure elemental damage, generally speaking. And yes, dragons are indeed terrifying. Paladins, no, I think paladins remain shield units because the shield was such an important part of them. Yes, magic fighters do get major enchantments.
Also, if you're doing an order build, you already have zealots for your magic fighter roles.
Yes.
Mentorship. Well, army leaders, non-hero units with the least experience in the army get 40 experience per turn.
Should we talk about experience?
All right, we did that too.
Okay, do you want to talk about experience or should I talk about
I can talk about experience. It's very simple. Experience is changed. It used to be the case that experience in our game was gained primarily and actually only basically through combat. Yeah. What we did now, what the problem was that resulted in is that there was a huge difference between people that could optimize their path through fights and people that could not.
Yes.
If you played this game and you optimize your fights, like you manage to make 2-3 fights every turn, you keep going into new ones every time, your power curve goes way faster than everyone else. Your hero will level faster, meaning you can take more fights, meaning you level faster, meaning you get more power, etc., etc. It keeps going up. So, in order to make that less of a problem, to reduce that pressure as well, and to make it more possible for us to actually follow what you are doing.
Yeah.
Because the problem is that we end up is people will be like, I can already do this by turn 15, and we're like, what do you mean you can do this by turn 15? And it's because they do that trajectory where they go really fast. Meanwhile, the average player doesn't even get close to doing that on turn 15. So, what happened is that XP, as a general thing, is weighted more towards the overtime gain that you have. So every unit has a base XP gain over time. This is the same for all units, I think.
It's 10.
Except for some
yeah, all units get 10 XP per turn.
It's 10 XP per turn. But, of course, fighting gives you some extra XP as well. It's just that the weight, the amount you get from the fights, is proportionately not as much as before.
Yes.
Before it was 100%. Now it is more like 30%, something like that. It's not quite
halved.
50, right?
It's halved. Yeah.
Okay, it is half.
Yeah.
So you get half from it from the fights, but
Yeah.
so of course optimizing those fights still gets you ahead further, but it doesn't get you ahead nearly as far as it did before.
Yeah.
It's not that everyone else stays behind.
I think another way to look at it is if you have an optimized, in theory at least, if you have a ton of fights, you will still go up as high, roughly as high as you did before, because the XP over time mixed with the XP of having lots of fights will get you to roughly where you were before. The main difference is if you are not good enough to have lots of fights, or because the RNG screws you over and doesn't give you lots of fights or whatever, you will still level up a bit.
Yeah.
That is the main goal. You can also, for example, Thomas is researching a skill which will give him extra XP over time. If you build walls in your cities and put the unit in the city, that will also let it get XP over time.
Yeah, actually, we can show that because we have walls already.
Yeah,
Fairly
Palisade
certain.
walls give 5 per turn.
Yes, Palisade walls give 5 per turn. Stone walls give a bit more.
15.
So basically, the point of that is that if you're later on in the game and you want to build up armies, you want to like build up replacement forces, you can do that, and that early investment doesn't mess you over. Like you're not paying upkeep for nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's also the other factor, obviously, is like if you're not getting XP over time, it means any unit that's not currently fighting is kind of wasted money.
Yeah.
So what this does is it makes that investment valuable. It
Yeah.
means that you
It
got the
also-
unit early, it's already training.
It also fixes the problem that in the late game there weren't enough fights, so that felt crap because like your evolving units would never evolve because there weren't enough people to kill. Another thing we've changed is you'll notice the numbers are 10 times bigger. So 10 XP is what is now 1 XP is now 10 XP. We multiplied everything by 10, and the reason for that is because there were things like you'd get plus 20% extra XP, and the system would go, oh, that turns a 1 into a 2 because it would round up, and
my.
that meant really weird things would happen with XP bonuses. So to fix that, we just multiplied everything by 10.
I think this bastard is going to come take our
What is
wonder.
it? Who is it now?
I think this bastard is coming to take our wonder.
Oh, we might.
I just thought for a second it was a cross. Like it's just like perfectly lined up.
Oh yeah, war. Good
Yeah, we're
God.
gonna have to fight him.
What is it
If
good
he
for?
takes that, we're gonna have to fight him. Let's hope we can just take this wonder.
Okay.
It's a risky battle. I think I wait 1 turn
Are you?
and
Why
to
is
get
it
back.
risky? What's in there?
It's not that bad. It should not be. We'll just play it safe because we can.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so this is a new city. We need
Yep.
some food. The Nomad special city structure or the Scavenger special city structures. They are the replacements for the workshop and for the armory. I think is the first one, or smith. Basically, the draft structures, meaning that for them they give you a bit of food as well. So you can invest early on into like, okay, I need to go build up those military things, but I can also get a bit of growth to compensate.
Yes.
So I think we're going to start with that one.
Okay. So yeah, you want lots of food with these guys because the faster you go. Okay, by the way, I don't think we mentioned this because we're so distracted talking about other things. If you look over the word Brigand's Refuge right now, you will see a little 8.
Oh,
so
yes.
what that means is in 8 turns, this will be absorbed, and the city will get a permanent bonus. So if you mouse over it, so once this is absorbed, the city will gain plus 10 stability and 2 knowledge for every essence it has.
Yep.
So this is an essence, but you can get essence from like a gold node or a farm
Yeah.
or something like that.
Essences is what you collect from the nodes. When
Yes.
you eat up the node, the city gets an essence, and that's what it carries with it. That
Yep.
keeps giving you resources.
So the idea with these guys is that literally you plonk down, you grab everything off the map, you store it in your city, and the city gets more valuable. So even though they have fewer cities and their cities are smaller, generally speaking, Nomad cities make much, much more money than normal cities. So you can
Yep.
play tall with them. If you mix it with Chosen Destroyers, the game predictably does get kind of broken, but yeah, it's fun. So.
It's fun. If you do that, it's pretty good. I was gonna say don't do that in multiplayer, but I think in multiplayer that does not really hold up the same way. So that's
What
fine.
doesn't
anyway.
hold up in multiplayer?
That's the Chosen Destroyers build because you're putting all the eggs in one city, and I
yeah,
have this
if you were
feeling
to
that you
lose
can't
that
eat
city,
enough.
you would have a problem, yeah.
You
So.
probably can't eat enough people. I should not have clicked that away. We just transformed our guys to Bred for War. I think it gives them like the red markings on the body.
It
yeah.
makes them tubbier.
Yeah, they
Makes
also
them
have the
go
red markings. Oh, they're bulky.
Yeah, it makes them
Oh
bulkier.
yeah. Like them chunky. Wait, can I
Are
see
we
them
planning
ours?
to make Weavers not terrible? We are trying to make Weavers not terrible.
I tried making Reavers not terrible.
We are going to try.
I'm awaiting
we
approval
promise.
on making Reavers not terrible. We'll
Yeah.
find out. I'm gonna run these guys in. Might as well.
I think you can take that.
We can easily take
Oh,
this.
there was a hidden
Ah,
force
that's why.
one. Hidden force guy.
I will accept this for the sake of brevity, but I don't
yeah.
like it.
Oh,
I've
did
got
you lose
some
a unit?
friends. Yeah, I lost a Wind Warrior. It's
Can we
fine.
make new weapons for our ruler to give us a bit of a boost?
We absolutely can. We just
Let's
need to
do that.
forge. Ooh, what? Oh, it's an undead guardian with Whiteborn.
Okay.
They got some blackface going on there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see what we can make.
We've got to be able to make a new weapon. Give him a whip.
We can. No. So there is something I added, which should be here. Yeah.
Sword and
I didn't put in the new icon yet. This is the dagger from the Dark Culture, like the Stalker, the Stalker's dagger. Made this for PDT.
Okay, cool.
So you can have a assassin-looking ruler, and it looks cool. So
nice.
I'm gonna do that because it looks cool. Critical chance, critical chance seems appropriate. Provoke. We can't really make this particularly powerful, but it's cool, so I'm doing it anyway.
Yep.
Bleeding.
Are there any reworks planned for this expansion? Well, except from the XP and defense and moving.
We have a lot of big ones, yeah.
I think for more reworks, I think those are the main reworks. As those 3 systems.
Are a bunch of the fractured creatures still animals?
Yeah.
Perfect. Done. Oh. Okay, fine. No bleeding then.
I would, but if you're fighting fractured creatures, Animal Slayer is really, really, really useful. Useful.
So I'll get rid of the bleeding.
I ended up because I think dragons count as animals as well.
And we shall call this Shank of Justice.
They do, no. Giant Slayer is another one which is very useful, but I guess you don't have that unlocked. So
we shall make the Shanker.
What is the 10% chance to backfire? That is the Cataclysm. We will see it when it happens. Essentially, on this map, when you cast a spell, there is a 10% chance that something terrible will happen, or something fantastic, something unexpected.
Something unexpected indeed. Outpost. No, we don't really care about that. Station, we don't really care about that either right now. No, okay. So we don't need to use the Imperium.
So we cast a spell. Did you mention that the Cataclysm meter went up?
Oh yeah. I mean, we cast some spells, but we're not the full point cost here. That's the other players also casting spells.
Too. Yeah. So that's.
I suspect Mr. Vampire up here is not exactly.
Can we see? Can you zoom out? Are there any? Did we have any of them nearby? Or are we safe?
Well, we can't see the city.
No, but shouldn't it have started telling us? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think we have any. No.
Nope. Okay.
It would be marked in clear red. Also, that is a reason why Nomads actually work really well on this realm. Training regiments nice. Lieutenant, I think, is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I think so. The Modder's Call is very useful, but yeah, lieutenants, I think.
All of those abilities are like just quite useful. They're not in like they're not. None of them are like mind blowing because that's just kind of how this tome is designed. But they are useful to get.
Is there a reasonable pathway to get and use all the new fractured creatures yourself? Not all of them. The easiest way to get fractured creatures is to play on a map with Astral Barons and play nature, and then use the animal summoning spells. If you cast an animal summoning spell in the astral domains, you can get some of the astral units, the Astral Barons units for yourself. Otherwise, I believe you can get them if you clear the fated regions. I think one of the fated regions lets you build them in your cities.
This.
I have no idea. I'm just going to pronounce it. We should pronounce it the German way. Lieutenant. Easy.
It's lieutenant, right?
Some people say lieutenant.
Yeah, but that's British people say that.
And
they're not real people.
I've forgotten how British people pronounce most things. I don't even know anymore.
It's lieutenant is.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. It's the left-hand guy. It makes sense.
Yeah, it has a silent F in it, like so many.
Yeah, the word does not make any sense, but the way you say it makes sense.
It's the opposite of the silent F. There is an
a loud F.
Unspelled F, because the F doesn't. Oh, whatever.
The unspoken F.
No, it is spoken. That's the point. It's spoken but not spelled.
Unspoken F. Name of my tragic fan fiction. That work. Oh, the Shank of Justice is done. Excellent.
Cool.
We shall equip the Shank of Justice.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's my shunk. Doesn't work on a mount, but it looks cool, so I'm going to use it anyway.
In minor things, I had spent a very tedious day and a half going through all of the different weapons in the item forge and making sure they actually do the correct amount of damage. So hopefully some of them will be better now. There was a situation where if you started with some weapon types, they would do more damage than the weapon types that you made in the item forge, which was kind of irritating. So
kind of slippery. I also need snapshot. I think snapshot because it can help finish stuff off. I want to go for scatter, but I think we do snapshot because it can help finish things off when he runs in to go stab them.
Sure.
And because it's free,
you've gotten
it helps combo with the
to decide. Okay, you got the armor.
Yeah, that's what we started with in this case. I think we got snapshot because it's a good little power boost. I want to get the skirmisher skills as well. The pants of illusion, they're not real. Fake pants.
I would put that on.
That gives me slippery right now until I get the skill, so that's actually quite nice. Okay. And this one would be defense.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I am not a fan of them boots.
Would have been funny against that fairy though.
Yeah. Do resurrecting units drop loot multiple times? I don't think so. I asked that already.
I'm fairly certain they don't know. Non-vital units do not drop loot. I am not certain about the unit that is killed, then revived, and then killed again.
I suspect that they'll drop loot multiple times.
They might. I will also probably say that it's highly likely not worth the effort.
Yeah.
But it is possible.
Okay, how do SPIs work with Nomads? So at some point, probably not today, because it takes a while to get to the stage where you want to pack up. The system remembers all of the SPIs that you built in your city and stores them in the city. When you unpack, any SPI you had before can be... Ooh, that's nice. Did you just make that?
Yes, we just found this.
Jesus.
That's worse than the dagger, so I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
This one.
So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the SPIs that's then in the city for free, and you can place them yourself for free. So you keep them, basically. The Cursed Shores of the Great Mother... Oh, this is a fated region.
Oh, I found one. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a fated
impressive.
region.
The troops come upon the waters of an underground oasis. Its shores are crowded with nomads, steel at hand. Halt, wanderers, a voice shouts. Leading a band of warriors, a proud chieftain steps forward. I am Ulfran, the courageous of the raging sands, and this is the last oasis of the realm. You do not look like rotters. Perhaps we can help one another. Those undone abominations on the other side of the lake are poisoning our animals, our scarce waters, and our people, condemning them to the same fate they suffer. His face hardens into a mask of hatred as he adds, I will not see another friend die. We know how to reward those who aid us, wanderers. Will you raise your sword to purge the curse of the hollowing winds? That sounds metal. We'll do that.
Yes.
Result, this area is heavily contaminated. At the beginning of each strategic turn, every non-marauder army has a 33% chance of being hit by an radiant flare.
A radiant flare?
So there's spells going on, basically. Living spells. This reminds me of like Everon. They have like living spells in that. The pitched battle between the Nomads and the Undone is chaotic and restless. Incursions from both sides will roam the oasis, and they may identify you as an enemy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Point me to those rabbit dogs.
Yeah.
Alright, they're actually on the other side of the lake.
Okay,
we actually spawned on the correct side of the lake, it feels like.
Okay, so so to clear this, we'll have to kill 15 people from each side. I think we should come back. These are tough.
No, it's not each side. I think it's picking one.
Really? Oh, okay. Huh. Not clear to me.
Yeah, you can pick either side, I think.
Okay, whatever. We might want to come back later. These guys will tear us up.
Well, are they allies?
I don't think so.
I wonder. I want to see though.
Well, I mean, can you grab that? Well, you attack. He's on a thingy, right? He's on a... Can you attack him? Yep. Not an ally. Yeah, you do not.
It's Hank Scorpio.
You do not
Look at these sliders.
to
Look at these
fight.
dwarf sliders. Look at them. They're so small. What are they sliding from with those small
Hoppers,
legs?
maybe. Yeah,
they're going to
not really a
stride very
strider.
slowly.
Waddlers.
Yeah, they're waddlers. This is why they have a grudge against us. This is why I'm
Yes.
going to get exterminated by the dwarves someday. Run over here. We're going to heal up. We need to build up more, so we need more.
We
units.
definitely need to build up more.
We're building Dune Riders. We're building an extra.
So those
warrior.
were fractured creatures, and they are quite powerful. So yeah, be wary.
Ethereum, I think. So ironically, obviously, still a stone is not necessarily good for this setup.
Purging strikes I wouldn't bother with either. I just
I want critical hit chance actually.
Yeah,
Because I'm doing a crit build on here. That's
Chaos.
a critical hit chance.
Chaos.
On him actually, but he doesn't get it himself. But the rest gets it. So double morale bonus when killing and fire. Yeah, the fire's not important. So
Keen edge.
we got 2 points.
I want keen edge. I mean, if you want, you said just doing critical.
I
hit
want
chance.
this one as well. Yeah. I want to get slippery. Well, it's slippery from the pants right now, so we can postpone this a little bit.
Our slippery.
Our slippery pants. Knockback and snapshot. This is actually really useful because I don't have shock units.
Yep.
So I think
that's
this is
true.
actually a good one to get as well, and then I'll get the crit. I think. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll get the crit chance. Because this way we can compensate for our lack of shock units.
How does getting attacked whilst moving cities work?
There's a lot of words on that one. Long story short, if you get attacked while the city is moving, you fight on the city map. There's no siege or anything like that because you're not deployed. There's no siege
you
time.
can't wait for a siege.
But the battle takes place on the city map, and all upgrades that are there are there.
Yep.
Nomads, however, cannot build stone walls. That is worth noting, so they will never have particularly good walls when defending.
Yep.
Even highly developed ones will still not have that. Hey, look, this is appropriate. Actually, it's a spell blade too.
If you get siege whilst moving on the water, you just have a water battle because obviously you can't have a siege battle.
You know what? I think for thematic sakes, we're gonna get a spell blade. They also look cool. They have a bow.
Cool.
Nice. And we're gonna get them along with us. So we have an extra hero.
I don't think you should use. Give him the spark cooler. The spell blade with the bow is terrible. It doesn't work.
Well, I mean, right now it doesn't matter. Right now they have nothing.
I guess, but
I think right now until they're built. Well, actually, it is already like tier 1. It has like lightning damage. Yeah, sure.
I would definitely go with.
Hey, they are pretty effects are misaligned on this.
That is. Oh, that's a weird one. Okay.
No one addressed the
Oops.
elephant in the room. No one sees that.
What if I attack a city? You can't attack with a city. It's not possible to use a Nomad city.
You can attack with the stack that the city is in, but
Yep.
the city does not take part in the combat. The city unit, quote unquote, does not take part in combat.
Okay.
That's important to note.
Okay, so what's this? We want forests. Okay.
Yeah, we want foresters.
Sure.
I took the troll governor in our troll lovers' favor. This we're going to obviously get. So because we're going to be keeping a low city cap, we can use our Imperium very liberally on everything else.
Yep.
So we're using it on this, and we're using it to claim provinces we want. Also worth noting, you can hasten the overharvesting of nodes.
Yes.
This is so that if you add a last province late, and you still want that one node before you move on, but everything else is already extracted.
Yep.
You can just rush that one to get there fast.
There is actually another trick you can do with scavengers. When you get essence from a wonder, it gives you 10 city stability, which is extremely useful. So sometimes I rush essence, I rush wonders just because it's easier than building a tavern.
Good point. That's a good point. We're not going to rush in this case.
Do Nomads have something to compensate for having worse walls? They get a thing. They have
a different structure.
A different structure. I can't remember what it does. It's called
It is the watchtowers. It's called. I think you can see it here.
No, because
it
it's
doesn't show up
unlocked. But you need to mouse over the cartography thing.
yet. Was it the tier 3 structure? Right.
Yeah.
We have this white wolf. I have
Let's
not.
eat a white wolf. Yes.
But where is it? That's a good question. Oh, it's up there.
Oh,
Ooh.
we'll eat it anyway. Come on.
That's a terrible
We're going for
spot.
dinner.
Fine. Okay, we'll eat them.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Knife. She just joins our party. Like, she joined yesterday. She just joins in here and is like, have you ever eaten wife wolf?
She knows what she wants.
She's like, let me
not...
immediately suggest cannibalism adjacent things. Have you eaten white wolves? Like Mr. Rabbit?
Have we got more units for her to hang out with us? We need to get more units.
Yeah, we have some stuff. We're going to stay in the territory for one more turn and power up a little bit. I think, can we poke that node? I think we barely can if we move up a little bit.
Okay.
I want to grab this node. I don't think we can though yet.
No, God, no, you would get wrecked.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right.
Is harvesting nodes a different mechanic from pillaging? Yes, it is.
It's correct. It is.
Yeah, it happens. So harvesting nodes happens automatically. If you look, you can see a tiny. It's maybe hard to see on the stream.
I also have small UI size, to be fair. I can make it
so there is a tiny little 8. So you can kind of see it here, this little 8 over the, what do you call it? There, it's easier to see there. So in 8 turns, that will be over harvested, and that just happens automatically.
Yep. And if you rush it, it goes half. So if you wonder what the small essences are from the nodes, they're very simple. They're literally just the income of the node.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep.
Also worth noting, of course, the destroyed node doesn't let you build the province improvements there of that type, as far as I understand. However, if this is already here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't remember if it does actually.
I don't think it does. I don't think they count as that. But I'm just saying that because...
Do Nomads have unique city visuals? Yes, they do. Yeah. They're made of tents.
They have their own visual stuff. Really cool as well, the tents, like they obviously grow over time. But also the barge, the unit changes as well based on the city size.
Yes, you do. That's true.
So tier 1, it's very small and then it gets bigger.
Okay.
Pretty cool. A lot of management stuff to do. Ooh, yes, early knowledge, I think. Actually, let's take the
storehouse. You really need to.
I need the knowledge as well, but we'll do the storehouse first. We're gonna build up a bit.
To be honest, I actually, when playing Nomads, I spend an awful lot of Imperium just on making my cities big.
There's
it takes
many
an
ways
eternity otherwise. Are you going to do it? You're going to take on the...
I think we should be able to. We're going to take losses, but we need to take this because I want to harvest this. I want to have it.
No, I understand.
And I don't want to stick around there longer than we have to.
This is going to get messy.
Yeah, it's going to get messy. Let's start building new units as well. I'm going to just expend all my gold on building units as well.
The Nomads AIs will move their cities around. I believe free city Nomads will not move around.
No, free Nomad cities do not move around. That is also why they do not naturally occur.
Yeah, so you don't. We just don't have them.
Yeah, free Nomad cities do not naturally occur. You can still make them by releasing a city, but you don't run into them in the wild because it would just be odd to run into them and be like, hey, why don't these work like Nomads?
Yep, exactly. Yes.
If they did, it would be a problem. Like it would just mess with your map too much. So we're going to try and take this fight. Let's see what happens. May the gods help us.
Okay. Did you auto combat? Ouch. What did you lose? That's quite a bad thing to lose.
Yeah, I will take it.
I think that we need to...
We'll manual it.
Yeah. What's the biggest Nomad population it may
30.
get? Did you get to 30?
No, that was before we nerfed the food, to be fair.
Okay. I'm playing right now with Chosen Destroyer, Vampire, and with a Vampire Ruler, and I think on turn 50, my city, I think I got to size 14 or 15. But I got the thing which means every time you raise a city, you get population. So that means you grow really, really fast. So I think about 15 or 16. But yeah, they grow half the speed of normal guys, so it takes a while unless you do what I did and use the trait to steal population for other people's cities.
This is going to be tough.
What happens if the new city annexes the Wonder? Does it steal it from the other city? Well, yeah, I mean, you can annex Wonders and only one person can own a Wonder, yeah. But no, so once an essence is in a city, the only way to get it out is to kill the city.
Yes.
I think.
If you capture the city, they're still there.
Yeah.
And what happens is if the city is raised, the essences are lost except for magic material essences.
Yeah.
Magic material essences, they turn into nodes nearby.
Yep. And yeah, you can use them in the item forge. So basically you can wander around the map, eat all of the magic materials, and then build everything in the item forge if you can find enough stuff.
I am not sure I'm taking the right approach on this, but we're gonna find out. Let's sacrifice a scoot. Put him on the flank. Maybe they can draw some fire.
Are the tags versus which for defense and resistance apply moddable or hard-coded? The tags are moddable, I believe.
Very soon you can change it.
What you can't, I don't think you can add a new thing. So you can't add like a third stat. You wouldn't be able to add like, you know, for example, armor resistance and a third one, but you can change the tag. So if you wanted to say, for example, you wanted to add a new tag and say armor works on this, then you could do that. That is moddable. Yeah.
If you have Nomad city population 15 when you settle, you can immediately get up 15 provinces.
Yes.
No, because 14.
Yeah, 14.
But
so yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you could.
Yeah, all of the ability tags are set in resources as well. Yeah.
All right, so they tried to seduce our Wind Warriors and failed, but they're still distracted, so that's dangerous.
Okay, but that's good. That's definitely a good start.
It's still better than what it would have otherwise been, but it is important to know. These need to die, obviously, if we can manage it. I want to ideally tie most of them up. If I can.
think, to be honest, I think that until they go through 3 turns, they get their ability. They're like least do for your threats, right?
Well, they have the big heal.
I suppose, yeah.
And that's going to be a lot. So I want to have that not happen if I can avoid it.
What is their stats? The defensive stats?
Good question.
Okay, so 2.
I want to physically hit them. I mean, I have an assassin. She can hit them quite hard. He can hit them quite hard. Don't know why I'm calling it a she. We might have to gender change them just because then I don't sound like a city man. Okay, here's what we do. This one's going to go in and hit them in the flank.
Okay.
So you hit them in the flank. Go. Okay.
Then
I'm going to give them the action to do it again.
Yeah.
They're going to hit them again 3 times.
Yeah.
Go. Very good. Very nice. Then I think I can get close, but not quite. They're going to run in and take their place.
Yeah.
So that they're not flanked. I'm going to put these guys in defense mode because otherwise they're going to get just murdered. So they're going to go defense. And the archer, they can get the last hit in if needed. Actually, I can kill them anyway. I can just shoot them. We have a knife.
Blast them.
I think that's the way we're going to go.
Can you actually put your city next to enemy cities or outposts to force grievance? And does moving cities like that affect the Hermit Kingdom Society trait? So the Hermit Kingdom Society trait works as you would expect it to work. So if you start planting, if you move a Nomad city and it borders another city, then yeah, the Hermit Kingdom thing will notice that and you will get a penalty or you'll lose the bonus or whatever it is. What you can do with Nomads, especially Conquerors, but all Nomads, but anyone can do it, you can park next to an enemy city, pillage their provinces and steal the provinces from them. It actually turns out you could always do that, but it was so badly explained in the UI that nobody realized. So we've... What on earth?
That's the dagger thrower animation, remember?
I've never seen that.
That's the animation of the shades from Waves of War.
Okay,
There's like an animation from dagger thrower.
Okay, good. Anyway, sorry.
I love that I caught you that off guard. That's very funny to me.
So you can park next to an enemy city. If you park next to a city, pillage one of their provinces, which borders one of your provinces, you can literally steal that province from the enemy city if you want.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a unit regardless. These guys are gonna hit hard. Well, actually, they're not hitting as hard as I thought they would. It's because they have to walk still. So that actually is a good saving grace. So I should not move in that case. I think this one, I'm gonna keep them here and I'm gonna go into defense mode. I'm actually gonna take the place of them.
Sure. Good.
They are distracted. They are going to
Nomads
get
can
hit.
be anything. There's no restrictions on the society traits in Nomads. I don't think. I can't think of. I don't think we blocked.
There might be one if there's anything that like specifically requires like I don't know, like multiple cities or whatever. I don't think so. I remember there was some talk of some stuff, but I think in the end we made all of it available. So
Chosen Destroyers definitely worked.
Yeah, that definitely works.
And
for
I'm
sure.
pretty sure Hermit Kingdom works. Hermit Kingdom would be a bit of a pain though, because basically you want to keep moving your city. You want to like grab everything and then go somewhere else and grab anything. So constantly having to say, oh, I don't want to park next to another city would be really irritating.
Hermit Kingdom works pretty well with them if you're playing Scavengers. It
Yeah.
works awful with them if you're playing Conquerors.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because Conquerors are specifically want to be next to enemy territory and take it. So for them you wouldn't do it.
Adept Settlers definitely works. Right?
I mean, you can have Adept Settlers and stuff. However, it only works on the first founding. It doesn't work on the unpacking. Like unpacking isn't a new city. We had some issues actually where it was accidentally marked as such and some stuff triggered on it, but it doesn't. It shouldn't do that.
If when you use pillaging to steal a province, all that's happening is it's just like annexing any other province, so you need a free population to do it. We also, because a streamer, I believe his name is Potato McWhiskey, asked for it, we've also made it so that you can now buy provinces from your vassals. So if you have a vassal next door, and there's one of his provinces is like within range and you have a free population, you can pay them a bit of Imperium and you can buy one of their provinces as well.
At long last. I've wanted that for a very long time. I'm glad that we got that. That's neat.
Has anything with Tome of the Warband been shown out yet? Yeah, a bit. We're using their transformation.
We have the transformation active currently, but we don't have much else research at the moment.
The Warbreads.
So it's just a good generalist generalist
Yeah.
transformation. That's the word. Words are difficult sometimes. Right, so
grab the loot.
I think I'm gonna grab the loot, and I think I'm gonna throw it onto our ruler.
Skunk form. Someone's asked for a skunk form. Should we do a skunk form? We've already got hideous stench. That's right.
I love that throw animation. It's very funny to me. So they throw it around. So they're not gonna use it themselves because we're gonna put it on the ruler. So I think we should keep these guys away.
Oh, did you throw it to the other guy? Good.
Yeah, I threw it on the ruler. So now our ruler has 2, which means their damage is quite good.
Yep. You can, if you're a nomad and you grab a city which isn't nomad, then you can't pack it up. If you only nomad cities can be packed up and only nomad cities harvest.
Yep.
But if you go in the opposite direction, if an enemy of yours is a nomad and you steal their city and keep it nomad, you can pack it up and overharvest with it because it's linked to the city type. The Warbreed and Dragon Vitality stack, I think they do.
Oh, there's one over there. Kill that.
Can we get a way to buy annexed provinces off other players without going to war? I think you can do it through diplomacy, but it's really difficult to get
Good one dead.
going.
That one's dead.
We considered it's with the way diplomacy works, it'd be very hard to make that work without making it really, what's the word?
I don't like that.
Exploitable. So that's not something we've looked at. Does the Cataclysm meter scale with the amount of players? No. I don't think. What does it?
That's a good question. I don't actually know if it does.
Does it?
That might well be something they did think of. They're clever people. They might have thought of it.
It might do, actually. Yeah, it's conceivable. It actually
Boss
does.
is a clever person. He might have thought of it. Who knows?
Yep. With gnome form, with nomads. We missed it. Nomads. Anyway, sorry.
I was certain, by the way, that you're going to force me today to make like horde transformation rabbits.
That's up to you. You do you, Thomas. You do you.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone that far out of position. That's probably a bit silly.
Provincial walls. Well, even make walls on the world map. I never thought about it. I could think about it. I guess it's not something I've ever considered. Having walls on the world map which stop movement. That kind of thing can lead to lots of exploits. So maybe we'd have to think about it. It would have to be a whole thing. It's not something you can just quickly add because God knows what would happen. The AI would break.
It's the AI. We lost the scout. That's fine. Those are expendable. Rough as it is, they are expendable in the end. We'd rather lose them than the Wind Warriors right now. Even though these scouts are full combat units, so it is actually
Would it be more profitable to overtake cities as a nomad? Typically, no, it's not. What's better with a nomad is to race a city, park on top of where the race city was, and eat all of the stuff they had. You can, in principle, you could release them. The other thing you might want to do is simply release them as vassals and stuff like that. It does take time to absorb all of the stuff. So, you know, it's not really... You might run out of time and, yeah, but... Generally speaking, you don't want lots of cities when you play nomads, so, yeah.
I love the Necrophlow so much.
Is there a water combat rework planned? Maybe.
Mayhaps.
Yes.
Someday, who
There
God
is
knows.
very soon, not like next DLC soon, but in the next soon period, we are going to do a pass on water, but we're not entirely sure what form it's going to take. But I commit to you that we are going to do something to make water better. I'm not 100% sure what, but something.
There you go. We got through it just fine. We lost a scout, but that's okay. That's okay.
Is the AI going to get better? We are working on the AI. I hope it gets
AI is always trying to get better.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a ongoing project.
Yes.
Get 'em, boys. Yeah. Smack. That's good.
Sword and orb. Yeah, people have been asking for a sword and magic thing. That's something we might do at some point, I guess.
Hope so.
Sword and orb. Sword and... Yeah, people wanted the sword and stuff like Merlin. Not Merlin,
Yeah,
what's his
exactly.
face? Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yeah. It's been considered.
So, we got the node. Perfect. Behold, the essence. So the essence of this material, you'll note, same income, and also in this case it calls out specifically, you get the token of the magic material. Meaning you obviously keep the magic material.
Okay. Excellent.
Get that. We have to do 10 research. We can't build it though.
No, because we don't have the thingy.
The draft is not bad to get. Wayfinder. Wayfinder would be nice actually. Alright, Wayfinder got changed. Because this used to be you were faster everywhere, and that didn't matter anymore. So we changed it to something else.
Right.
So the Wayfinder enchantment instead is
when
they
scouts run
can
away,
always
they never
route, which means
die.
on the
Yeah,
world
I
map,
changed that. I remember that.
because on the world map, scouts, when they get called out in auto combat, if you auto combat it, they will always attempt to flee.
Yep.
This makes it so that this means that your scout just comes back.
Yep.
It's a very nice little thing to have for keeping your scouts alive and not having to replace them all the time.
Size we can consider, if you don't mind the size basically being a pole armor. Sword orbs, already discussed, maybe at some point in the future. How does the collector trait work with Nomad? Isn't collector...
That is magic materials. I changed it. It used to be... I think I did change it. I remember looking at this last week actually.
What does
specifically,
collector normally do?
so it used to check the nodes. So it gives you a boost based on the magic materials the city controls.
Yeah.
So it checked the nodes. I added a check that it also checks the essences.
Yeah. If you, in principle, anything you overcast can be restored and you can get it again, but restoring something costs a huge amount of mana. Like to begin with, it costs 500 mana, and that amount drops slowly over time, but it's always going to be very expensive. So yes.
Yep. We're gonna have burning because I think it will work a bit better against the the creatures here.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Oh yeah, they want to see what the lieutenant looks like.
Oh, what does the lieutenant look like? What do they look like? Well, I don't. We can't build one yet. We're too poor. We're gonna look at it here. There you go. They have just a nice little suit of armor and a sword. They are very simple warriors. They have very small arms in this with this transformation. That's very small hands.
Okay.
Very tiny hands. But yeah, they're just quite simple melee strikes. They can give the weakness buff, and they give a lead buff to all their units. So whenever it attacks, if any unit nearby gets strengthened, and when it enters defense mode, if any unit nearby gets defense. Very nice. It's just a bit of like a force now.
It says the Oath Swarm already had a guaranteed flee effect built into their scouts.
They do. That does not get removed. It just means that you don't have a need for it.
Okay. Sorry, no, we didn't. I didn't even know
I actually forgot about that.
There is so much stuff in the game right now, it's almost impossible for us to keep track.
Yeah, we do have, sometimes we do lose track of things, unfortunately.
So you can say that your plans for water are rather fluid. They are fluid at the moment. They change with the tides. They rise and fall with the moon.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. It's fine. It's okay.
Slime form.
I will not give those weebs an inch. They get nothing. They were shaming me for adding, lupine form to the game, which was not my decision. They will not get their slimes.
Okay.
They can stay at their anime cons. Anyway.
Mine, right?
Yeah, this one, I think.
I personally... What were you trying to aim for next? Here.
I think we want the gold in this case. And we need foresters, so I might as well grab this.
Okay, sure.
We grab that one too. It doesn't really matter. But this one's free. Get more gold.
Yay.
Building up the gold is going to be useful because we're going to run out.
Yep.
I think we'll get the library first.
Sure, sounds good.
Because it starts adding up. I want to get mine higher tier units, but I can't get them yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be... How's the capital doing?
Front City, after this, they can probably build it. They need one more pop, I think.
Okay.
Because they need to 5 to boost.
You can just buy pop. Look how much
80.
materium you've
Perfect.
got.
What can we grab? What does he want again? Champion, he wants farms.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Let's get that farm.
Okay.
Nice thing about playing Nomads as well is that being that your city packs up and moves, you can replace them. You can replace their enchantments easily. So, or their enchantments, province improvements. So if you want to shuffle from farms to something else later, you can do that. What's the waifu form when? I already made that. It's already in the game. What do you mean? Buggle or Moobidibus. Let's do it Buggle.
Okay.
I can't believe I called it Buggle. Oh, well, there we go. Normally I'm better at names than this.
Okay. Just a quick check, people in chat. The booze ogre, when it drinks booze, it gets a defense penalty, right? So it gets like stacks of sundered resistance and sundered defense, right? And the ability to do a single shot AoE freeze. Should I remove the defense down? Because frankly, it's really annoying. And it means they just die all the time. What do you think, Thread? Should the drunk ogres get a defense down when they drink booze or not? What do you think?
Man, it's doing balance design by committee. This is dangerous.
Well, I want to know. Well, I was thinking of removing it, and then I was like, I forgot, and then like, it's just like you use the unit, right, and it just dies. And well, why did it die? Oh, you got drunk.
Hey, Tom, I didn't know you were in this game. This is your banner.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's not booze. It's unspecified liquid. Okay, one vote from Just a Worm.
Non-alcoholic booze.
Yeah, non-alcoholic, but it's like
booze.
It's a milkshake.
Does it bring all the boys to the yard, though? If it is a milkshake, we should make it so that when he does that, he summons more of them.
Remove, keep.
So, weren't there a bunch of changes to the Chaos Tomes?
I think...
Didn't Bruce do a bunch of stuff to the Chaos Tomes
Most of
as well?
the people are saying remove and that we shouldn't promote drinking. I'll probably remove it.
I will
ask
promote
other
drinking.
people.
Enjoy drinking, just don't do too much.
What did we change? Oh, God,
there's so much he changed, but I don't actually know what the change list is for what he did. Let's see what we want to do. Tome of the Horde is a fun one to do.
I genuinely don't remember what we had to change for all of this stuff.
Tome of the Horde is funny to do. Pyromancer
There was
is fun.
something,
I like Pyromancer. We don't have Mage, actually, so Pyromancer is a good choice.
Right, Pyromancy would be good to have. We did change a couple of things, then we undid changes. I genuinely don't remember what we changed.
This has a change log that went like back 5 times, but the Chaos Tomes in general got a pass, right? As far as I remember.
Maybe.
I'm afraid of having said that.
Yeah, the booze ogre sucks. Exactly.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm getting him for the memes.
Give it some other kind of debuff. Give it distracted. The problem is that if you give it defense debuff, what you're saying is go stand next to 3 people and use this ability. So if doing that gives them a defense debuff, then they're almost guaranteed to die. Because like the freeze only lasts a turn, but the defense debuff lasts 3 turns.
Rude. Cataclysm has struck. It has not struck anywhere near us. We do not care. But we're now on the 2nd level. So
what about after it drinks, if it hasn't burped and you kill it, it explodes in an ice explosion. So it's holding all the icy gas inside itself. You see? So if you don't use the ice breath, because it's still got the ice stuff inside it, if you kill it, it explodes and freezes everyone nearby.
I like that, by the way, because we don't know what the change logs are. You already sent us the change log. I'm not opening that, Yordi. I know that's like 20, 30 pages. I can't read that.
I can read it.
Also, we'll disrupt the stream.
Oh, I've got other people messaging me now.
Oh, look at that. Fracture. Behold. Well, Tom is distracted. Behold the new terrain. I need more steps. Next turn.
Distracted.
Next turn, you'll see it. We're going to just kill this. I think we can auto-dissolve this. This shouldn't be too bad.
Patch notes.
Let's hope we can do that. Do we get the Wayfinder enchantment? Why not? We just had a Cataclysm. What's the worst that can happen?
My phone is going to explode if I try to scroll through this.
Well, that's bad. That's a bad backfire. That's the worst one I've ever seen. That's brutal. Okay.
Thames, right.
Famous last words, by the way.
Okay, so Tome of the Horde. Blaze of the Horde is cheaper and does more damage. Fury of the Horde is now an AoE and affects tier 2 units as well.
Ah, yeah, that was a big one, yeah.
Tome of Devastation got a new spell called Flame Volley. Essentially, somebody just totally redesigned the Tome of Chaos Channeling, apparently.
Yeah, Chaos Channeling.
I know a lot of people are complaining about it. I can't even go through that, so almost everything has changed. So a bunch of things have been changed in the Chaos things, yes. Very soon there will be an open beta, and you can see for yourselves, because it will take a while to read all of this.
It's just the knife, the only one you don't know. Okay, never mind.
What's going on?
Did
we eat the wolf?
Yeah, we did. I lost the Wind Warrior, but I was like, I would take it. I'm just going to take the XP.
Eat it.
I'm just going to take the XP in this case. Hey, look,
Master
actually, I
Chef,
haven't
Age of Wonders
Oh,
edition.
I forgot about that. Do we find there's a visual? So we should have leveled up. Yeah. 2 levels even, because he had one and then he got another one from that event.
Okay, so,
We're powering.
Marilyn the Step one. This is your secondary.
I want to get to this one, because this is good.
You're trying to get to critical second wind.
Yeah, when you crit, you heal. It's really good. If you don't do crit build, that's the one you want.
We have overhauled chaos channeling. Yes, it is good.
Yes. I think, though, I'm going to get
what the fractured infected interactions give. So yeah, I'm really sorry to say this. We had to turn off fractured infestations giving you units when you cleared them because it kind of broke a bunch of stuff. I'm very, very sorry. So they don't give you anything. Essentially, what was happening was when this Cataclysm makes a lot of infestations appear, and when you had that thing on, which is when you kill an infestation, you get a unit, you ended up getting so many fractured units that it was easy. It was like the Cataclysm was making the game easier rather than harder, so unfortunately we had to disable it. Forgive us, we'll fix it in the future in some way. Yeah, we will. Somehow.
Allegedly. The other leveled up. Oh, right, the other one leveled up too. Fightification damage.
Change Booze Ogre to resistance check. Don't know what that is.
Oh, so the checks on itself, I guess.
Oh, right, so there's a chance of it. Yeah, I guess we could.
Do that.
To be honest, it's such an old school design. Like, the
so
ogres are so outclassed by other units. That's the problem. You get this cool guy like, yeah, let's use him, and then he's dead again. Why? Because he got drunk. Oh, great. Any plans to add the ability to have custom pronouns? No, unfortunately not. And the reason for that is purely technical. Our library does not support it. So we have a special library which translates words, which lets us insert words in other languages. So when we make a sentence like dynamically by inserting a word into it, then this code library handles it for Russian and Polish and Japanese and Korean. A lot of European languages care about gender in complicated ways. Like Russian, Polish, French, German, when a word is female or male, it changes a bunch of stuff. And those languages have very uncertain rules for people who are neither male or female. And trying to get the library to fix that is just beyond us. We can't do it, I'm afraid. So unfortunately, that's why. Okay.
We get a Dust Weaver for free.
Dust Weaver. Oh.
I can do all the other things, but I want a sport unit. Shaggy.
It's a kitty. Give money to the kitty. Give money.
No, they hate us.
To the kitty.
Why do they hate us?
Oh, because you only just met them.
They have inherent dislike.
Yeah.
They're gonna not like us.
Give money to the kitty. Look at the kitty.
Fine.
It's a chaos kitty. You were made to be friends.
No, that's true. That's true. Let's find out if we can be friends. I doubt we can be friends.
Not yet, but no, you have to wait. But she will come to trust us.
They need minus 100 to Empire Relations or higher.
Yeah, but she's a demonic warlord.
You know how to pick your friends.
It's easy to make friends with demonic warlords. Just give them treats.
yeah, that's how it works, right? The Steven Universe ass behavior. This. All right, we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna try and group up. I think I don't know how we need to have like tier 2s at least to go down into the fractures place, right?
I would, yes. I mean, yeah,
so.
They have fractured scorpions. If you had 2 full armies with some tier 2 units, I think you could take them. I don't think you could clear the region. Because typically the region ends in a fight where you have tier 4s. Conceivably even tier 5s. If you have a fractured dragon, you're toast. You need like tier 3s at very least, preferably multiple.
There's no more nodes here to take, so we actually kind of want to start thinking about accelerating the nodes to get this. Let's get more farms for now to get more food.
Who did the voiceover for the trailer? I'm afraid I can't remember her surname. I believe her first name was Sarah something. She's a very good voice actress. We're very happy with her.
We accelerate this node so that it lines up the other one. So in 3 turns, we're going to be good to move, and we're going to pack up and get out of here. And that's probably where we'll be.
Yep. Oh, did we harvest the wonder? Did you show the wonder being
harvested? I did not show actually. No. First off, we have the fractured infestation here. This is one of the ones that showed up.
It's been made by the Cataclysm, yeah.
So this one's made by the Cataclysm event. So you'll note a scar inhabited by mana-starved creatures. It spreads the astral barons in its territory. So as it expands, it gets worse. It's not great. Astral barons are pretty nasty. They do not do fun stuff for you.
Yeah. So basically, I've mentioned this earlier. What this is trying to do is force you to have a less magical game. So magic origin units, i.e. summoned units, will not heal in this area. You can't get mana from this area. And then if you combine this, if you have a look at these units are all mana starved. So they have this ability disrupted. When they hit you, they will switch your enchantments off. So if you're spending money on enchantments, that can go bad. They also have the ability to, I believe, apply mana drain. If your unit gets hit by mana drain, they can't use magic abilities or support abilities. So really, if you're fighting these guys, the best thing to do is have very good non-magical units. Or dragons.
Yeah,
Dragons
don't hit them
work
with
very
magic
well.
attacks.
Oh, right, yeah. And if you hit them with magic attacks, they absorb some of the magic and get stronger. Yes, these guys are a pain.
They're strong. We're not fighting these. Well, not with Scout at the very least. There's also... They're mostly standard units mixed in. This one, I'm not sure if there's any changes.
That is a... what's the name unit?
It's a primal unit.
Primal, yeah.
But I was wondering if this one had the obvious changes.
I don't remember.
So we can show here the Mire Crocodile's Boon. 3 stacks now.
Yeah.
They also got
I changed diseased.
The diseased changed?
Yeah, have a look.
Where's diseased?
Mire Crocodile's Boon.
Oh, right. There it is. Diseased. Let's see. Ah, right.
So
yeah.
So basically, now when you have disease, I think before disease
it used to be straight up status resistance.
Yeah, no, it reduced your normal resistance as well, and because of the changes to how resistance to defense worked, it wasn't very useful. So now disease basically is a continuous pile up of weakened and poisoned, which makes it much stronger, essentially.
So over time it gets much better.
Yeah.
I want to see these.
Yeah, so the idea is it was deliberately designed to ruin people's playstyle, to make people try to play differently. It's actually been nerfed. It used to be... Oh, look at that little guy.
Look at this dude.
So it used to be, at one point we had it so that when you're in Astral Barrens, your mana upkeep was doubled. So the more enchantments you had, the more money you would pay, because you'd have to pay double mana upkeep from it, but we had to turn it off because it was so annoying to play with that, yeah. So this is actually a slightly more friendly version of the Astral Barrens than the original design asked for.
So, Brigand's Refuge. We managed to extract the essence out of it.
Yes.
As you can see, cannot be harvested, the essence is drained already.
Nope.
Good. Only we see that, only we need to know that. If
Yep.
you're playing another scavenger, you'd see that the same way. The city has an essence. Behold, Ancient Wonder Essence 1. These are this specific type you don't get with the other culture. The Ancient Wonder Essences are only the scavengers can get those. So you can see here what they have. They can also expand it to see the whole list that you'd have. So at the moment, it's not giving us too much because there's only 1. It's 2 knowledge, but 10 stability. Pretty nice. Not breaking yet.
Yep.
In 3 turns, we'll get a bit more out of it. And we're going to be building that up as we go along.
Yep, and we'll be next session we will be traveling up to probably go and grab that battle-bound
Probably, yeah.
keep.
Get more foresters because we can buff those, right? Yeah, more stability is nice.
Can we spread the barons ourselves? No, the baron. I don't think so.
The barons are terrible for everyone.
Yeah, barons are terrible for everyone. In principle, there is one of the artifacts you get for clearing the fractured realms gives you a race transformation, and that race transformation makes you immune to the astral barons. So you can do that. I think another of the artifacts gives you the ability to create fractured infestations, and they will spread it. So you can basically spread it yourselves, but it's a complete pain in the ass to try and do that. It is possible to do that. Apparently your camera is over the SSD.
Yeah, that's why I'm just showing it again real quick.
Okay.
So definitely have it. Also interesting, this got changed. This is cleaner now, I think. This shows now the province amount you have total as well, so it's a bit cleaner. That general just got moved around a bit. Other than that...
Oh, right, yeah, he's right. You lost... When you get the essence, it doesn't give you the Imperium income.
No, that's true. That's correct. That is indeed intended. I considered doing that, and then I very quickly reconsidered doing that, because that, if you think about it for 2 seconds, would go absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. By the time you get to turn 40 or 50, nomad cities are economic powerhouses. They have so much money, and having Imperium on top of that would be bad.
So look at the cool snake.
Yeah.
Cool. So this is another fated region, I'm fairly certain.
Could be. Yeah. Don't walk in there. Yeah, it has a... Okay, you could walk in there if you want.
I can walk in here.
It's better to walk in with your full army, usually. But
yeah, we're going to go find out later.
Okay.
We're going to go away. We know it's there. That's good. I also know that we should not go there. XP, it's not bad.
You've got the one with cheaper buildings, right?
Yeah, we got that one. We have the mines one as well. We can get it. I think actually we'll get this because, frankly, we have the Imperium to spare. We're relying on tier 1s right now.
Yep.
Gets a bit more.
Can your packed sub-city turn into a sea ship? It can! You can drive your city over the sea if you wish.
I'm gonna just quickly go through the turns because we can show you packing up at the end. Because we're getting about there. Because the throne city can move.
You're gonna drive?
We're gonna move the throne city, but where's the question?
I would take it up to the one there to the north.
I think so. There's a cataclysm gonna happen there.
Oh, it'll be fine.
2 of them over here as well.
That'll be fine.
It's escalating already.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
So this is already claimed by them. Oh, that's a throne city even. Oh no.
It's the kitty. Don't you dare touch the kitty.
The vampires are up here somewhere.
The demonic warlord kitty is our friend. There is no disadvantage to befriending the demonic warlord kitty.
There is not. Alright, this is not great.
All kitties, in the end, if you think about it, all kitties are demonic warlords, really.
Do they lead vast armies into war? Is that what they do?
They might as well.
You know what? That's fair. I feel like cats would be like.
Do you only have one army?
Yeah, for now. We haven't managed to make a second one yet.
Okay.
We need more stuff. We got to tier 2. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, but
New stuff. Dustweaver. Well, we did get one. I actually didn't have time to explain because we were talking about other stuff at the time. So, Dustweaver. This is the Nomad support. This is shared between both of them.
Yep.
The Dustweaver, it has a bit variation between the 2 subcultures though.
Yep.
So for the Scavengers, it has a Blinding Blast. So its basic attack can blind people. It's kind of supportive.
Okay.
It's not about its attack though. It is all about this ability here, which both of them have.
Yep.
This is a teleport you to me ability. So you can grab an ally and pull them out of danger towards yourself. Turn this back on because I forget because I'm gesturing and all that stuff. This is a this ability can be used in a lot of ways, but for example, for the Conquerors, their core ability, the what do you call it? Momentum.
No,
for
momentum,
the Conquerors, momentum works on distance moved. They don't have to walk that distance. If you pull them 3 hexes away, it activates momentum, and they have their full action points. So you can do some clever stuff with this. Obviously, you can also charge in, pull a charge unit out, and then go back in the next turn. You can put someone in a risky position and pull them back. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. Its heal is not as powerful as other cultures are, but it still has a full cleanse, and it is still a heal, and you move them out of danger. So you're going to have to figure out how to do with that.
Okay.
Then they have a secondary ability that kind of ties into their subculture. For the Scavengers, it's just distributing wind. This is basically you can target loot somewhere that you can't reach, and it will just go to someone nearby. You have less control over it, so you don't want to use this all the time, but it lets you grab some stuff if you're like in the thick of it, in a big melee, and you can't get to it. This lets you just yoink it out from under them and give it to someone nearby.
Okay. What is the unspecified liquid? Oh, what are they drinking?
Yeah, that's from the drinking.
The ogres.
From the drinking.
Anyway. Okay, yeah.
And then next we have the Slider. This is their archer. This is also optional mounted. If you want to make full horse archers, you can do that. They're fairly simple. They have an opening shot. They're just good at range. And they have a jump ability. So they can jump into a new position and get fortune. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Someone's asking, can Nomads use Vision of Promise?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they could. It would be a very different dynamic, but it's not blocked from them as far as I'm aware. There was talk about this, but
is there a way to speed up passive essence harvest?
Yes, there is.
Only Imperium rushing, sorry.
The Imperium overharvest is what you do.
Yeah, only by spending Imperium. But no, because you only have 1 or 2 cities, you have a lot more Imperium to spare.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing to bear in mind is that normally you're buying Imperium on things in the Empire upgrade tree. Nomads tend to find things in the Empire upgrade tree slightly less useful because they're constantly moving all of their provinces around. So often you just blow all of your Imperium on rushing nodes. Do SBIs get packed up in cities? They do. Does Wind Strike work while mounted?
Yes.
The Shieldsman cannot be mounted, but yes, it does.
The Shields guys cannot, but the Wind Strike from the Nomads, from the Sliders, that does work.
Oh, right, yeah,
If they're mounted, they can just use it. Yes, absolutely. If you want to go full mounted stuff, they can still do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. That Cataclysm has become visible. Well, we saw them already. They're not in great spots.
It'll be fine.
In one turn, we can pack up the city.
Yep.
And then we shall see.
There's actually one thing I was meant to try to figure out. It's it takes a turn to pack up the city. If we packed up now, would it still work, do you think?
Ooh, I'm very sure we tested it. There you go. Poof. You'll note they turn into little craters.
Yep.
They're ruined. There's a big
500.
cost you can pay to get it back.
Yep.
It's kind of expected you don't really do this.
Nomads,
this is for emergencies.
Nomads do not grab the shops with them while moving. Nope.
It would be funny though. You just crater the shop and the guy's just like, okay, I guess I'm going with you. Which is very funny. But no, we're going to pack it up. Do I want to rush the tavern to get it done?
Yeah, I would.
It should, remember it's being built.
No, it'll be cancelled.
Right? Oh, it'll be cancelled. Okay. Well, I was going to rush it.
Yeah, you need to rush it.
We have a tavern. We're good on that account. We're going to pack it up.
Yeah, do it.
So 1 turn. I'm going to keep these guys on the city just to be safe for the moment. And this stack, we're going to clear forward. What is this?
It's a snake.
Draft. Okay, that does not...
You can Oh yeah, I suppose it would be used in that thing.
Yeah, it's not that useful.
We
right
have got the thing. If a nomad city, if your only city is packed up and you get a bonus, an income bonus, it does get.
Okay, we're gonna move it up there. We're gonna get in there.
What did you say?
They're putting an outpost there. I don't like it. We're gonna go collision course.
Yeah,
with
rush
them.
them.
Oh crap! I walked in. Oh well, we walked in. Welcome to the Phantom Hills. Entering a fractured wasteland, your troops espy ghostly apparitions straying on the hills. One of them, a formidable warlord, bars the way. Reinforcements at last, he calls out with a brisk fervor. Those damned unmakers have halted our advance for too long. Their unstable magics wreaking havoc left and right. They messed up my soldiers' minds, disabled our siegecraft, infiltrated our positions. And the warlord pauses for a moment, maybe realizing his words won't inspire much confidence. With your arrival, the tide has turned. By Okato, we will breach their defenses before their magic experiments blast this whole darn realm to oblivion. And I think he's a bit late on that one. Caught on a long gone past, the warlord commands your troops to prepare for the sieges of an already ruined Unmaker Bastion. We get some XP here. That doesn't help us too much on the scout.
As a scout, yeah.
I mean, oh wait,
yeah,
you have
that
to
is
pay
the warlord, by the way. That is the new unit. He is a mythic tier 4 racial unit who specializes in telling people what to do. I can't remember exactly how that works. I think he gets a bunch of free abilities, and you can use one per turn. So you know, like that weird spider chick from the Eldritch Realms, the Umbral Mistress? He's like that, but instead of debuffing the enemy, he buffs allies. Same idea, though.
Ignite is done. Very good.
Yay.
Commander's
Fire
call.
projectile.
Fire projectile is actually really good, yeah. We have plenty of range units. Yeah, we can use that.
We definitely need fire projectile.
We can use that. For war, no, we don't care. Alright, let's pack it up and get going. These guys, I think we're just gonna make more. Actually,
we need more units, right?
I like Doom Riders. They're cheap and they're just still range units. Okay. That's a good one to get.
They get enchantments from like range unit enchantments, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just good to fill out the roster a little bit. And they're cheap.
I don't know if we put
the warlord armor. Actually, that's. I think I'm sort of using a modified version of it. No, that's the lieutenant's armor. Actually, I think this one. I think the warlord's armor is in there somewhere. I'm fairly certain it is. Tyrannus.
So I don't. You know what I mean? Like the chick with the legs. I don't know.
Yeah, Umbral Mistress.
Yeah, Umbral Mistress. That's who I meant.
Maybe it's Pantheon.
Those legs go all the way up to hell.
All the way up. Yeah, they do go all the way up. I don't like this. Should we just?
What's it? What's the justification?
We have no justification.
Okay, fabricate. Fabricate agreement.
We're gonna settle next to them, and we'll make them declare war on us. It'll be fine.
Okay, fine.
Damn, there's a. Oh, that's cool.
Can you annex an architect-built wonder?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason.
Does it have an essence attached to it?
No, because it doesn't count. Actually,
it's a gold wonder.
No, it wouldn't, because it is a separate province type. Okay. It is marked as a wonder. The problem is it is not marked as a province type.
You might as well link that to.
Yeah, it's free. So let's get it. Palisades. Let's get Palisades because I prefer being safe. Questions of heritage, formal greeting. That's what she have. Oh, right, she has. What was she? Oh, right, she becomes an explorer. Shepherd is the XP one, right?
Make her an elitist.
Elitist is good. Elitist is my favorite for my second hero.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well. That's what she's doing.
You're an elitist now. Outstanding. Look at this cap. They look cool.
Yep.
They've got nothing though. So, behold, the teeniest boat. It's a lot smaller than I remember it being.
That's because you're such a small city.
Ah.
Bigger cities, bigger boats.
I remember it being way bigger. Alright, we're going to move up here. We're going to just grab this. Without respect. I should have looked at the movement. I'll look at that in a sec. Next turn you shall see them move. We should go up there. We'll unpack because I know everyone wants to see that. And then, you know, because it is time, we'll have to.
You need to hurry. Like, you need to get a wiggle on, as the young ones say.
Fine. Wait, is that what they say?
Some people do.
He's coming. That's his quest. I kind of want to kill it just to spite him, but we're going to stand on this because.
Yeah, stand on that, and then you won't be able to. Has it if you explored it?
No, we haven't yet. We're going to, but I want to heal. Okay. We'll probably take that next time because I think we're going to have to do that fight manually. It is a bronze one, so it's not too big, but
this is Bug Hill.
There it is.
Yeah,
this one we can take. Or actually, we should expand south and grab this one later because this one I think is going to be in reach of the other city, and we want to pile it onto the throne city.
Thinking. Yes.
So we're going to just go down here and grab this one.
I think so.
Forester first. And then we can grab this one next. We need to update the city first, though, so we're going to need to get to the next tier.
Okay.
So that's the next queue.
Cool.
Trespassing, very good. We don't care.
Should favourable winds work on the cities?
Yeah, it does, I think.
It doesn't. Favorable winds
makes them go faster, right?
Only
Oh,
for
on land.
water.
No, it doesn't work on land. It does work on water.
Yeah.
And as far as I remember, at least it wasn't the brief, we did make them stay ships when they're on the water.
Okay. Happy birthday, Stephanie. You should say it as well.
I don't know what Stephanie is.
Stephanie. It's her birthday.
Sure. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Why not?
Congratulations, as the Dutch would say. It is your birthday.
No. As the Dutch would say, gefeliciteerd.
There
you go. Send your hero to the legendary beast. What is the legendary beast? It's a progenitor golem. I'm sorry.
Easy.
What do you think we're able to do?
Easy.
Well, we just have to go see it. It doesn't say fight it. Where is it, though?
Actually, you're right. I don't think you need to kill it.
It's
There
up
might be an
here.
alternate option that means you don't need to kill it. I'm not 100% sure.
Sure. We're going up there anyway. Might as well. Let's see what we can do. You're going to group up here as well. Oh, it's already a city. That's not great. So that means you can't expand here, right?
No, you can.
One away, yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that.
you can. You can.
So
You
we're
can
gonna take
expand here
this-
and grab this. He can't grab that whilst you're sat on
I think
it.
we're going to take this spot. Because then we
Sure.
can just take it from there and we can expand up here.
Okay.
And that will mess with
He's
them the
going to be
most.
very, very upset.
He's going to be upsetty about the spaghetti, but that's too sad. Can we make it in there? No, we can't.
Gefeliciteerd.
Let's do this real quick.
Never going to be able to pronounce this dumb language. Hey, look, she's got a little vote. Well done, Stephanie.
Look at the boat.
Toot toot.
So if you click at the boat, you know this is a very different interface because this shows what the city has.
Yep.
So you can see what this is, like how bad is it to
Yep.
take. Like if you're an enemy, click on this, you can see, okay, how much population is in this place? How bad should I be worried? How much defenses does it have, etc. And what essences does it carry?
Are we at the right place? Oh, next
We're
turn.
not there yet. We're going to next turn, so run us up here. You, oh my lord, where the hell are you going?
Stuck.
What a territory, okay. And you are gonna attempt to kill them. Are they standing on my
No,
ship?
you just do not get off that thing. If you get off, you can annex it, or at least
Well,
leave
it's not
a unit
cleared
behind.
yet, so.
Oh yes, good. Good
And
point.
he's too weak. He's too weak, so it's fine. We don't have to worry about it. We could fight it.
Yeah, I mean, you
Why
can
not?
auto-combat
See what
it,
happens.
Right? It's just crap.
So note the city barge does not join the combat. That's what this indicates. They are in the stack, but they do not join the combat
You
themselves.
dominate the city? No, because it does not enter combat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, we lost one of the scouts. I do not really care. We're gonna accept that. Normally one might be difficult about that enough, but I'm not. So the walls are done down here because we got some production. That's nice. We don't want to pump out tier 1s right now. Actually, do we? We can't afford it. We should actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, you still got like to make.
I
need
would
to
like more
boost the
looters for the moment.
Relevant.
We got the Rainbow Clover. We have it with us. That's all fine. Hero leveled up. Yes, the knife. We got the Purge already. We got this.
You've got the swap, right?
Which one?
The swap. The hitting people makes spells stronger.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the tier 1. I've got that here. Electrify, blind, quick phase. That would be nice to have, I think. Because we can yoink some loot with that. So I'll take that.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright. Timber development. This one's...
Yeah,
I like that.
definitely.
I take it. It's worth it.
Always take that one.
Enter. Very good.
Since it's not in combat, does it still live? If you lose combat and the boat is involved in the combat, it automatically dies.
It turns out they were very capable of breaking that. I did not realize how many tier 3s they
Maybe you should listen to me.
have. No, we don't.
I told you as soon as you stamp off it, man.
We don't listen to that.
Well, that's it. War. Did you what's the name? Oh, it's justified. Fuck 'em.
Where did we get justified from?
Who knows?
They triggered the Cataclysm.
Ha ha!
There we go. It is true.
And
It
he
is there.
captured your wonder. War.
Can we dunk on this? I think we can.
Yeah, it's easy.
We should do that.
We have to. I mean, they stole our thingy.
Justified war.
Yeah.
I like how we started the stream going like we're not going to go to war too much. We're going to try and not do that. Kill this ugly bastard. I should keep the city defense.
Yeah,
I have 2 units
definitely
there.
keep the city
I have 2 units there. I don't think there's anything else around. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit and just go in.
Do it. Hit him. I mean, it's a
hit
good
him.
idea to try and kill him. I mean, you can take that. Easy.
Hit him with a large stick.
Yeah, easy.
If we can't auto it. I think that's acceptable losses for now.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but we'll take it for now because
And
I want to have it.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah, that takes so much time. It's fine. It's fine. I made a mistake, okay? It happens.
Okay.
It happens
How the
sometimes.
warded and reinforced work with the new defense system? Reinforced is Reinforced is still there, because Reinforced is extra defense specifically against physical ranged attacks. Warded now just gives 2 or 3 resistance, depending. A couple of units had Warded, and I replaced it to 2, because giving everyone 3 resistance was so strong. But basically, it just gives 2 resistance now.
No, it's the... What is it called? The tank has it, right? What's he called? Golem?
There's unpacking, unpacking so you get instantaneous with some nature traits that resist reduced settling time.
I don't remember what word it is actually.
Unpack? No, it doesn't. Sorry, it always takes 1 turn to pack and unpack.
Siphoning has it.
There used to be a thing where there was a nature trait that gave you a unit every single time you annexed a province. So you could be the you could be nomads. You could just get 15 animals by packing and unpacking your city. So we had to fix that.
There's something that gave worded. I don't remember where I put it. Oh well.
I might have changed it. It was no, it was. It's in Tome of the Dreadnought.
It was Dreadnought. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember I made this way back when. The warding metals, there it is. Yep. Yeah, so it's just straight up resistance now, just to simplify it. Oh yeah, there's some people asking. So before we sign off, because there's a lot of stuff to say. So Tome of the Dragons, because people asked.
All right. Yeah.
So I, as a PDT, decided to did some changes to Tome of the Dragons. To make a long story short, some subtle stuff changed, basically. Dragon attack is, I think, basically what it was before. I tried to consider changing it other ways. I wanted to swap based on affinity and that sort of stuff. It just doesn't really work. Yep. So it's just fire attack. It will just work.
It's a siege project, right?
Yeah, it's a siege attack still, yeah. Yep. Purifying Flame, I'm fairly certain works the same. I might have buffed it. Don't really know off the top of my head.
That's pretty good.
Dragon Breath Focus. This replaces the old Flame Focus, which was like throwing the balls. The reason for that being it doesn't really tie into what to do. And what this does instead, it gives you a breath attack, and the breath attack changes with your affinity. So this is the same as what the dragon rulers use. Yep. So if you're playing much more nature than fire, your units will breathe light instead of fire. Yeah. And that's how it works. And it scales with the tier as well. So higher tier units have a better breath attack than the lower ones. Dragon Infusion. This is effectively, if you've played Mystics, like Mystic Summoners, it works like that. However, you can infuse gold. And only into dragon units. So dragons can be fed gold to give them XP. So this means if you're playing later into the game and you get your dragons late, like young dragons later into the game, there's less fights to do. You can't rush their growth in the same way. So instead, you can just dump a bunch of gold into them and give them power that way. The Draconian Transformation, I also... well, I didn't change this, actually. I changed the dragons themselves. Because this did not actually reflect what dragons did. Dragons did not have natural regen or high health. So I gave dragons natural regeneration. So now this lines up. And Young Dragon, I think this got changed a little bit. This got renamed.
It's a summon. They used to be built.
They used to be built, correct. Yeah, it's a summon now. And it's a summon where you can choose, because we now have the functionality to be able to choose. We didn't have it at the time. Now we do. And the Wyvern area, I think this is also still the same.
I think so.
I do not remember. But that's the main change to this. There's also tiny bits to the Evolution Tome, but that is much more subtle. So hopefully...
Wyverns are dragons. Slithers, I don't think slithers are dragons.
That's a good question. I actually don't know. Are they?
Now I want to check. Slithers are animals, so I don't think they're dragons.
Sliver. There we go.
Are they? No, they're not.
They are dragons.
Yes.
They're little dragons.
Okay.
Correct.
Dragons are magic origin now.
Good question. When they're summoned, I think they are.
Probably are, yeah.
Yeah, I think
the
when they're
only
summoned,
summons who aren't magic origin are the ones from the summon militia and constructs. Don't get magic origin.
Pretty nice. We got that for noun. Let's round off this turn because Tyrannus is denounced. That's fine. We can make bounties. We don't care about that. So, in that case, what we'll sign off with is we will unpack the city and show that, and then we will be signing off.
Yep.
Because we need to. I'm going overtime as always. I'm going overtime as always, and I said I wouldn't today. Oh my lord!
Oh no! I'm stood on this. I can easily just pop off and get that. No, you're being silly, Tom. They're never going to capture this and ruin my whole game.
You can just take them. It's fine. Def. I'll load to the last turn next time, and we will at least manual battle this. But right now, just take this because I want to show the city unpacking.
Okay. Ouch.
Ta-da. Like next time, I will try and fight that, and we'll probably lose. But for now, maybe, so you see, we've unpacked. We have 4 cities.
We have these guys. Maybe if those guys were to join.
Yeah, probably. But we'll see that next time.
Yeah.
So we can just expand. Note, this is also clean. It used to be when you click the button, it would close the UI.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that anymore. It's much nicer. So now you can just do this, and then like, oh, I want to grab this one as well. So we go all the way. Boop.
Fortunately, as well,
we can even grab from the other cities.
Yeah, so that we can actually take another city's thingies. The timer would stay, by the way. So if you were to grab this, it would still stay on 2 turns.
Are we going to be cheeky and do that?
You could, I mean, if you want. I mean, it doesn't make much difference, but sure.
I mean, at least this city gets more stacked.
What it means is that this city could... Well, okay, what you could do is you grab it.
Yeah.
Right? Just grab on.
Let's do this one.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Now, this place, when it works, this place will then have another pop, and you could use it to grab that. I didn't realize it took 3 turns. Interesting.
That might be outdated. We might not need to have that anymore. But yeah, we expanded. You can see here we have our magic materials. You can see also this now gives us 6 because there's 3 of them now. Very nice. The city is deployed again. We can fight from here.
Yep.
I'm going to make sure that next time we go back 1 turn, so we at least do the turn properly. If we lose, we lose, but I want to make sure that at least we do proper stuff.
Okay.
Don't forget the Pantheon. We will show Pantheon stuff. We will not do that now because we've already overloaded on this stream.
Yep.
So next week, I'll promise we can show that.
15 minutes late as well, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of supposed to stop.
Next week, I can show us that. So, lots of cool announcements to say. I hope you enjoyed what we showed you today. There's some important stuff to talk about. First off, of course, the game will release on the March 9th.
The DLC.
The DLC, sorry. Yeah. The game is already out. The DLC will release then. That includes also the big patch, Scorpion update.
Yep.
And, more importantly, right now, or like 15 minutes ago, we released a dev diary on the Nomads. So if you want to see the details on that, I wrote that one. So if it should be stupid questions. Hopefully that tells you most things you need to know. But maybe more excitingly for some people that want to play right now is the open beta for the Scorpion update. Should be live right now. So if you want to play that on Steam, you can switch to the open beta branch. Note, please do check some rules. If you do switch to the beta branch, do not switch back until it comes out. That is just for safety reasons. If it can mess with files, and we don't want to have you have problems if you don't have it. So if you want to swap, you can do that. That means you can change you can check the change with the movement speed, with the defenses, etc. Hope you have a good time with that. And thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you next time.
Thanks everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.